Okay. We are getting started here in a sec. The bracket is not on the thing because I'm a fuck up. There we go. So it's not final just yet, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this is gonna get adjusted. But we got a decent mix in here. We got, let's see, how many Zergs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, 6 Zergs. 4 Protoss. And 6 Terrans. Pretty even for the most part. It's probably going to be another minute or so before the bracket's final. I'm waiting on Glacius to say when the bracket's final, which I imagine will be in a minute or two. Still waiting on that. Okay, there we go. It looks like it's final now. So first we're gonna have Cell, Furious Droid. That actually got cut down significantly because originally we had 17 people. Yeah, like 5 people are just like gone. Okay, let's see if we can get Brunt Miss. In here. Or the Cell. Still waiting on some of these guys. Mist is looking for Demerzel as well. They checked in, which means they're probably here. Somewhere. Yes, my crew. I don't see played. They got 10 minutes, I believe. They don't have a race picked in here, interestingly. Ah, there they are. Let's go to the casting scene here. Which isn't... Okay, there we go. OBS. Okay, they're gonna do their bands real quick. Alright, second veto is Blackburn. No Glittering Ashes, no Blackburn. What race is this guy? Okay, he's... Oh, is this ZBZ? Oh... Well, that's fine. Veto Hardwire. Alright, Berlingrad it is. Why is Legoland Man trying to join? Is he casting today? It looks like we might have a late surprise co-caster join us, so let me get me get a... Let me get him in here, if he'll pick up. Okay, doesn't look like he's answering. Okay, I thought he wanted to join, but he's not answering. Okay, I guess he's not gonna... I guess he's not interested in actually co-casting, but whatever. All right. We begin. All right. In this best of one, in the top left, we have failed. Or failed. I'll go with failed as the yellow Zerg. And in the bottom right, we have the cell as the green Zerg. Both starting out with pretty standard stuff. No 12 pools in sight. Overlords making their way across the map for both players. Both players droning up at pretty much the same rate. Not a lot of variance there. Natural goes down for both players. I'm guessing we're just gonna see a pretty normal like Roach War type deal. But we'll see. Nothing looking too fishy yet. Grabbing his gas. Cool. Okay, I guess the gas was just a little later for Cell, because, like, Failed looks like it finished first. I apologize, there's not much to say. So far, it's a pretty standard opener. No one's really doing much. I like this placement, though. Kind of forces a choke here. I've seen that from time to time. But I also really like Cell's placement, because it's really hard to kill this spawning pool when it's all the way back here versus this one, which is a lot easier to potentially snipe. Not saying it's going to happen, but it can occur. Alright, 4 lings are making their way across the map, which is kind of surprising. It's usually I see people send 2 lings across the map to check on their opponent's base like that, but maybe he's going for something a little unconventional here. Or maybe he's just hoping Cell's not going to have anything. But Cell's lings are going to... Yeah, he's got 4 lings here. He's got 4 more on the way. His queens are in good position. A little stuck. Maybe too good position. He's building a spine crawler in the back, which is good. I personally don't like putting my Baneling Nest out front in the wall, but it does have a lot more health than an Evo Chamber or a Roach Warren, and it's not as important long term as the Roach Warren, so it can work. Metabolic Boost is about to finish up for both players, slightly sooner for Failed, but I don't think that's going to make too much of a difference in any engagements here. We have a third on the way for Failed here, and I'm pretty sure... Oh, it looks like Failed's just going for just pure Ling. Just like a heavy Ling army here. Reinforcements on the way. He is morphing 4 Banelings here. The Baneling Nest is not done for our friend Cell here, and I am worried that if he's not careful, he's going to lose this. He is morphing more Banelings. This Queen is going to go down in a second. He's trying to transfuse to the best of his ability, but he just doesn't have enough energy at this early of a stage to deal with it like that. Baneling's popping. Oh, this could be bad. Oh, this... Ooh, one goes off on the drones, but one Bane hit isn't not enough. Let's take a look at those losses there. It looks like it is technically worse in terms of resources, but that was a lot of invested by Failed to get nothing out of it. Cell is holding quite well. His transfuses are pretty solid. I'm liking this. He's got a lot more Lings out. I'd like to see him... Okay, he's getting a Roach Warren behind this. I think that's good, but he does only have 1 gas, and he's not even fully mining off of it. If he wants to really pump out Roaches to stay competitive, he's going to need to make another gas geyser and fully saturate both of them. But so far, it looks like he's going for a counterattack here. He's going to go for a run-by here at the third. Looks like he's getting a lot of hits off. 3, 4... Nice move at trying to micro those drones. This Queen's going to go down. We got Lings on the way as reinforcements, but I don't think that's going to matter too much for these drones in the back here. 8 drones going down. Splitting his army. I'm liking to see that. 10 drones going down here. These 2 are not mining at all. Might as well just have killed everything. The losses are really not great for Failed. He's absolutely behind his opponent despite having 3 bases. Second gas getting grabbed by the Cell here. Both players looking okay on supply so far. Income is pretty even on all fronts. Worker count is favoring Failed slightly. He is remaxing, or not remaxing, but resaturating rather quickly. He could do a bit better about fully saturating all of his bases, but he himself is getting a Roach Warren. He's getting an Evo Chamber. We got +1 on the way for Cell, +1 ranged. We got a Lair on the way in the natural, which is good. It's going to be important for us so he can get roach speed. I would like to see him make some roaches too. He's got a little bit of gas. I don't see any, unless he's going to rally. I don't see. Why did he take this gas? I was confused. Did he do that on purpose? I'm surprised he also hasn't... Okay, no, he is getting a third, but this looks like this is going to go down in a second. He doesn't have any... He only has the 1 Baneling, and I'm pretty sure that's not enough to get all of these. He's going to have to cancel this... Oh, he didn't cancel! No! Unfortunate. That Baneling was a little late to the party there. Decent amount of roaches here. We got 7 on the way from Cell. We got a couple more on the way from Failed. Failed's got 9 right now. 2 more on the way. Cell does technically have a bigger army here, but oh, those Lings are just getting completely cleaned up. He is morphing an Overseer. We've got Roach Speed and +1/+1 on the way for Failed. Cell's +1 is not done, and he has not even started on Roach Speed yet, so both players currently just have Ling Speed. Roach Speed is going to be absolutely crucial for Cell, and he's getting a 4th gas, and his second and third gas are saturated. It would be nice to see him saturate his first. The lack of a third base for him puts him at a pretty big disadvantage, not just in terms of mining, which his opponent is absolutely outpacing him on, but even beyond that, Cells just doesn't have the production to match because he's down a hatch. In ZVZ, typically, for those of you who don't play Zerg, you generally want to be like even on number of bases as your opponent, versus like PVZ or PVT or ZVT, where you want to have 1 more base than your opponent at least. I am liking both players' map coverage. They are spreading their overlords out quite far. I would like to see Failed maybe morph some Ravagers here. He's getting a Hydrogen, which I'm liking. It's always good to see your Roaches backed up by Hydras. He's now getting +2. Now that +1 has finished, there's an Overseer from Cell going into the main of Failed, but he's going to see that there isn't really any cheese to witness here. He is just macroing up like normal. He's going to probably see that Hydrogen, know his opponent is going for a macro ground game, and Cell does not have much of an army here. He can hold this probably, actually. He is going to be down in no, he's good on upgrades for now, but that +1 armor hit at the worst possible time for Cell, at least. And I think he's going to get surrounded. Ooh, he almost got surrounded. I was kind of surprised he didn't fully surround him there. He might can hold this if he's careful. No, this is too much. I think this might just be GG here. He just doesn't have enough, and now he's down in upgrades. He needs to just print Roaches bad. I don't know, how much larva does he have? He's just not making enough units, I don't think. He's too focused on this fight. Yeah, his army's too small, and he's losing his drones now, and he doesn't have enough upgrades, and that's a shame because he was ahead for a while there, like, you know, compared to his opponent, but now he's just losing everything, and I think he's kind of huffing the copium a little bit. Like, these Roaches are just going out to die. There we go. There's the GG. And that is game 1 of this tournament. Alright, let's check on the bracket real quick. Alright, it looks like we're going to see another ZVZ next, because Bruntmas is going to fight Furious Droid. Oh, no. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Cell is going... Failed is going to be going against Goodbye, who is a Zerg player. I don't know how I got that twisted around. Oh, wait, what happened then? Oh, just the bracket update. Oh, it looks like Bruntmas did lose, or did win. So Dermazel got, our Protoss player got sent down, so let's get, what was his name again? Goodbye. Oh, there's the call. Or not, hold on. Yo. Hello?
Hey.
There you are. Are you still interested in co-casting, or?
Yeah,
okay.
for sure. Looks like we got a lot of Zergs today.
Yeah, we had it. It was better earlier. I counted and it said like 6. We had 6 Zerg, we had 6 Terran, and we had 4 Protoss. And then a lot of people just didn't didn't check in. Like, we had like 17 people, and now we don't have anywhere close to that. I say that it's not like that bad, but like we had 17 and it dropped down to like 11.
Yeah. Well, the Masters GM like dropped down to like 2. They were like 7.
I don't know what happens. I think maybe stuff just came up for some people, but whatever.
Yeah, I think it's tough in the Masters GM because there's such a massive gap in skill.
Yeah, it's understandable, but like there's not enough people to do it otherwise. I personally think like we should maybe remerge the bronze to gold with the plat bracket, because that also tends to have a pretty low player count, but Glacier seems like he wants to keep it around.
Yeah. Normally Diamond is the biggest show up because it's just, I think the skill level is closer together within Diamond. And there's also just a lot of players who were in Diamond. I think, and people in Diamond just like to, or they like take the game seriously enough that they want to like have tournaments for themselves. But Master GM, I think there's just a massive skill gap. Like there's one guy, this Korean guy who wins every single week. Curry.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I'm sure maybe one of the
Yeah,
massive.
he's beaten like pros. Like he's that good.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, I think he's like close to 6K MMR. So he's like,
Yes.
he's like at the edge of like being able to actually beat like real people.
Oh, he's in Korea. Okay, so.
And then like if you're turning up as a Masters 3 to the Masters GM, you're gonna lose 3 out ahead.
Yeah. Here, let me invite you to this. Transition back over to StarCraft here.
So we're in this is the loser bracket? No, this is the winner.
No, this is winner's bracket. This is Fade versus
Another
Goodbye.
ZBZ.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Sorry, what'd you say? Legoline?
I'm saying you might have a chance of a non-ZBZ afterwards.
Hopefully.
The winner of this plays with Karen.
Because, like, don't get me wrong, like, I know ZVZ well, but it can get stale. Sometimes people make it interesting, though, so hopefully this guy will.
Yeah. We don't know Goodbye. Maybe he's a cheesy.
Yeah.
Do you know him?
No, I don't. Alright, in the top left here, we have Goodbye as the Red Zerg hailing from the far-off nation of Korea.
I have any of the players that are wrong, but the bottom right we have Filed, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, from the FXB clan.
I assumed it was failed, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe.
Looks like Goodbye starting out with the gas trick, where your
Double one.
player cancels their extractors to get some extra supply, so they don't have to make an OV. Technically not as efficient as just going with the Overlord, but it works.
More micro potential.
I was told, because like I was watching like an Iotis, and he was commentating on a player that had done it, and he said he just pointed out, like, matter of factly, like, it's actually less efficient to do that than it is to just make an Overlord, because people did the math on it. People did it for a while, and I think a lot of people, he said he thought a lot of people just got used to it from, like, you know, when it was popular, and they just
I
kept
think it's
doing
good for like a cheese time. Like we're seeing him saving up larva, going for an early pool or super early hatch. He went like a 13 or 14 hatch.
Yeah, but I don't think this is a cheese build. I think this might be a standard macro build. But I could be wrong. Maybe. I don't know.
Insane.
Like,
There's no way this is
let's see.
efficient.
Let's see. It depends on what he builds after the pool. Because what is? It looks like Failed is doing something similar to last time. He's putting his pool to sort of like create a little choke next to his hatch. His natural's gonna finish at about the same time as his opponent.
Like why is he saving all of this larva? That's my question.
That's a
I
good.
just gonna be efficient with his birthday. It's a
Um,
really inefficient build.
he is making lings before getting 16, but I don't really. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of this. Maybe he'll prove me wrong. Should cast me next. I might.
His speed's a little faster, right? So he's building on that.
His link speed's gonna finish like a few seconds sooner. Like, how long does this have? I thought I had tooltips on. Apparently, I don't have tooltips.
So I think he's gonna try to go for like a ling all in, like a big speed ling.
Yeah, it's like a ling flood or something, but it can work. It's just his opponent. His opponent's gonna have. His opponent.
Yeah, he's got his Bane ling.
Oh, I do not like this Overlord position. Okay, Failed went in for a push, but he's got time to start making lings and throw down a nest. Well, he thrown down a Bane nest. That is the question. It doesn't look like he's going to throw down a Bailey Nest, and he's pretty slow to make... He's not... What's this? Okay, he put down a Bailey Nest. This is too late. So he just completely fucked up here. See, this is the problem. It's like if he had his... I think if he had his Overlord in a better position, he would have been fine. But now he's kind of screwed. I don't know how he comes back from this. The Baileys are going to finish. They're absolutely demolishing this queen. He didn't make an additional queen. He didn't just immediately start printing lings the second he saw this, like what his opponent was doing. He sent all of his lings over instead of just a couple. Like, this is just like a kind of a long list of what you kind of don't want to do in a ZVZ. Like in ZVZ, you usually only want to send like 2 lings in. But he failed just like... He kind of like threw away any chance he had to properly respond to this, I think. Like, I don't think putting a Baleen Nest down was a bad move. I just think it should have been maybe followed up with also some Evo Chambers, or maybe he should have put down a Spine instead.
I think if once he sees lings that early and the hatch timing, because the hatch timing was super weird.
Yeah, but it ended up finishing at the same time as Fades.
Yeah, but also his speed was faster. Like, there's just like a lot of things that, like, I guess you got to be like on it with your Overlords to see what time the speed finishes.
Oh, do you want? I can turn his volume up. Why are you casting the same game? Because we're co-casting. Okay, I'll turn Lego up a bit.
Yeah.
There we go. I put about 85%.
Yeah, I'll turn you up.
How did he beat? Yeah, Fade needs to go watch that replay. How did your 4 lings beat my lings? Well, one, he had ling speed. That helps.
And he got the first hit off.
Yeah, so what's the next game? The next game is... Goodbye doesn't have an opponent yet. It looks like we don't have a loser for 4 yet. So once Asia QC or Sarah... I don't know how to pronounce that. Number 6. Sarang... This guy, this Terran here. Once one of those finish, they'll fight our buddy DMRZL here. But
yeah,
I think that it's gonna be a minute before the next fight. So
yeah, I don't play a lot of Zerg, but I think the correct response there would have been, as you said, the Overlords were in the wrong spot. Like, they both should have been able to see what was going on.
Yeah, like hold on, I'm gonna turn you up a little bit more. Anyway, so I think, like, because like when I play ZVZ, my understanding is you're supposed to send the Overlord to the natural and then pull it back, because like queens are like a huge threat, and since Overlords are a factor, like it's really easy to like have the queen get vision of the Overlord and kill it. So pulling it back is safer. Like, they can still technically kill it, but it's gonna require a lot more work, and it's gonna take way more time for them to get back to the base, which they'll have to do.
And he never built any queens. He would have assumed that there was no queens being built.
That too, but like...
He built 1 queen on his main, but that was it.
Yeah, I don't even think that's the biggest issue, though. He sent all of his lings over, because if he'd sent just 2, he would have seen those lings. He would have known, okay, I'm getting ling flooded. And just like printed lings, maybe put down a wall, maybe put down some spines, something. I just feel like his response was like sending in all of your lings like right away was just like not the right call.
Yeah,
like
it's interesting because it felt like the game beforehand where File did a similar thing to the Cell to open up the game, and the Cell I felt like reacted way too early, like built a spine too early and like.
I thought it was,
but then he ended up being right. Like, it was a big push.
I think I think it was okay. I think he just reacted on instinct, which I don't think is a bad thing. Like, I think his main issue was that he didn't really like scout to see like when, like, what his opponent was doing next in time. Like, he hung on Ling Bane too long, and he got a Roach Warren, but he didn't get 2 gas very quickly. He wasn't saturated on the gas in his main, and he could have started pumping out roaches, but he just didn't, and I wasn't exactly sure why. And so his opponent ended up beating him on upgrades despite losing all of those like things. He even got a good ling run by. He just didn't, like, I don't think he was macroing well. behind anything that he did. Like, he just ended up sitting on Ling Bane forever, and by the time he got roaches, it's like, well, your opponent has 40 more army supply than you. So it's like, of course you're gonna lose.
Yeah. There's also something that, like, I saw that he did, which was, like, so unnecessary, was to build a spine behind his mineral line, where he just could have moved the spine to the wall and, like...
I think I know...
does very little there, I think, especially when you're defending banelings.
Yeah, it wasn't... I've seen people do it before, and maybe he was trying to do... I don't know the exact theory behind it, but maybe he was trying to do something like he had seen someone else do. Because I think the idea is you want it close to the ramp, so if you got queens blocking the ramp, you can, like, heal the spine more easily and, like, help defend the ramp. But he didn't really do that. Like, it just kind of sat back there. Whereas the other strategy I've seen is you want the spine as close as possible to the hatch so that the hatch is harder to swarm with lings, or so you can attack from behind, like, a wall, like Evo Chambers or something. But now we're just waiting on bracket to update, which if whenever there's a cheese game like this in a best of one, it's always going to be like there's going to be some downtime. But that's why I like having, you know, a co-caster, because now you can just shoot shit instead of trying to come up with topics to talk about.
Yeah. I'm like, it's kind of like, I can't do another ZVZ. Every game is going to be ZVZ. It's like, there's no other option.
Not all of them. Like, if... There'll be a lot of ZVZs, unfortunately.
Three-quarters of the winners bracket is Zerg now.
Sure, but, like, okay, how many Zerg players do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all the Zerg checked hidden. 2 Terran and 1 Protoss. So, like, yeah, we had a good balance originally. Like, I don't know if you saw that Demerzel, like, but before check-in, we had 7 Zerg, we had 6 Terran, and we had 4 Protoss. And then, like, a bunch of people dropped, and none of them were Zerg. It doesn't help, I'm sure, that, like, a lot of our Protoss seem to be, like, European players, and I don't think that we have a lot of Europeans tonight, which is understandable, because it's, like, pretty late for them right now. I'm sure most of the people here are in, like, Asia and, like, Australia, like, far eastern hemisphere. You know, like, for them, it's Sunday. It's been Sunday. Like, it's, like, probably, like, midday afternoon for them, whereas, like, here in North America, it's evening, and then in Europe, it's the middle of the night, so...
Yeah. I'm, like, trying to think, like... Should we do a loser bracket game at some point?
Giovanna got knocked out. I'm surprised. Wait, Giovanna's
playing
really
Zerg.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. If we can get a match between him and let me see if I can.
He's playing the Cell.
Let me see if I can get that going. I don't want to do another ZVZ, but I'd rather do a match than where's Giovanna? I don't see him. Did he leave?
I think he must have played on EU.
Maybe he restarted his... No, isn't Giovanna American?
No.
But his account is Masters in NA.
Yeah, but he also plays on
EU. It does. Also, Giovanna, where are you? I don't see you in the game.
Goodbye's playing Azia QC, though. It's a ZBT.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Whereas...
You wanna...
Yeah, let's switch back over. Okay, so let's do... No, even Cell is like, don't you want to cast the hold on. Where's A-Key? Oh, A-Key, Asia QC is not... You're playing from EU? What time is it where you are, bro? I can't invite,
Are you on?
I know I'm on an A. Why would I be on EU? Most of the European players are probably asleep. Except apparently the people here who have like insomnia or crippling addiction to StarCraft. I cannot get Asia Q in here because he's not okay, Goodbye left the party. Okay, I don't know what we're doing then. Oh, you made the party, excuse me.
Gave you the honors.
Remember to do WCS game art, by the way.
No, you're the leader now.
Oh, I'm the party lead now? Okay. Best of 2. Best of 3. BO1.
Best of 1. I think they play. I think both Giovanna and Asia must have played the best of 3. Because I'm looking at them.
That's oh, that's not good. They're not supposed to do that. It's set on the bracket.
Well, I think Asia won 2-0, so it doesn't make a big difference. But Scott Sauer beat Giovanna 2-1. Wow.
Okay, so anyway, so okay. Let me switch back to the game since we have a match. 2000. Okay. Yeah, it looks like everyone's cool at 2000.
Game? You know?
Oh, is the game giving you trouble? No, never mind. We're good.
Alright. Yeah, I'm not playing this time. Yeah.
What made you not want to play tonight? Just more interested in casting, or?
More interested in casting, and in order to play, I'd have to wake up super early. I'd have to, like, you know, be properly awake. For casting, I'd be like.
Wait, what time zone are you in? If you don't mind me asking.
It's 5 a.m. in the morning for me. I'm in Israel.
You're in Israel? Jesus Christ. Yeah. Why do you play on an A?
I don't play on an A.
Why is your account Diamond in A?
Well, it's just because I was frustrated with losing in EU, so I just decided to play a couple games in an A.
I see.
But like, there's no real reason. It's just because like my MMR was like 200 MMR lower on NA, so I just decided to switch and like.
What's your ping to EU versus NA, if you don't mind me asking? I would assume it'd be better to EU, but I had a friend who went to Dubai, and he said his ping was better to NA than it was to EU, which I think is very funny.
So my P in Eastern United States is 156.
That's actually not too bad.
Yeah.
Like, I would expect it to be way worse, considering.
If I was playing on the Australian server, it would be 344.
Jesus. What is it for me? I don't even remember. Let me check. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to open the settings. Where's gameplay? No. I forgot where. Oh, language and region. So yeah, I have like 38 to US Central, 40 East, 47 West, Brazil's 156, Australia's 171, and Singapore is 203. Oh, everyone's ready. Sweet.
Yeah.
Brazil and Singapore.
Judging on how Goodbye played his last game, I think we're gonna see some cheese.
I'm fine with some cheese. It's better than just watching endless Roach Wars the whole tournament.
yeah, for sure.
Did you play random on EU as well?
I actually haven't played random in like a whole season. I played random last season, and I wasn't really making any improvements. I was kind of stuck in flat. So then I was like, I gotta make a push to Diamond, and I went back to Protoss, and I made Diamond. So I should probably change my
Roll.
description.
Yeah. Yeah, it's whatever. Like, you play it sometimes. All right. In the top right here, we have Asia QC as the Blue Zerg. Or, wow, fuck me, a Blue Terran.
On the bottom left, we have Goodbye. We have the Red Zerg. Interesting. We said he's from, where is he from? You said he's from
He
Korea?
said he was from Korea, so I put the server as US West.
Okay.
To like,
We're seeing another banking of larva. I think we're going to see something interesting this time again.
yeah, he's sending the drone. Oh, he's proxy hatching.
Alright. We're going to see some kind of
Proxy hatch.
proxy hatch into like a 12 pool. No?
Maybe he may be macroing up like normal. Because if he's doing a
like normal.
well, air quotes, like, I mean, he technically did build his natural, his second base. He just built it at the 12 o'clock instead of the
Yeah, I was
7
going for a
o'clock.
14 pool.
Okay, yeah, it is a 14 pool. He's grabbing his gas. He's okay. Now is probably the time he'd want to start making an overlord. Well, once he gets enough money.
Okay, double
Oh no,
gas.
he's doing
So,
he's doing a gas
like
trick.
a one base Roach Ravager kind of thing.
No, I think he's going for a gas trick because he should be making an overlord, or he's gonna start making an OV, or not.
Yeah, I think
Why
it's
is he
going to
just
be like
sitting
a
on 14 supply?
one base Roach Ravager kind of push.
Yeah, but he's
He
sitting
made
on.
like 3 Ravagers and like hopefully overwhelm his opponent before like 2 minutes.
Yeah, he's just sitting here with like 200, almost 300 minerals, and he's just like doing nothing. I'm confused. Why hasn't he made a Ravager? There's
He's
or
not
not a
Roach
Ravager,
Lord
but he's not made any Overlords. I mean, I guess he's got 20 supply now that he's got the proxy hatch done, and he's gonna start heading into his opponent's main. This is the downside of, I mean, I guess, yeah, Asia QC is gonna know something's up, and he's gonna head in, and hopefully he'll see that Roach Warren for his sake, but it looks like he's not rallied to the right spot, and it gets denied. But he does know something's up, so he's probably gonna start, yeah, he's building a bunker. I don't even know, like, because if he's going with a Ravager, Roach Ravager push, I don't know if the bunker is necessarily the right call, but he's gonna need to get stuff out right now.
Listen, I really hate this for him that he's not only does he building 2 racks before the factory, he got a reactor, so he's gonna be really low on units.
Yeah, this could be bad. He's building another bunker down there for some reason. Raise that
Yeah, that
wall up,
bunker's
buddy.
going down.
Yeah, he needs to cancel that and get his money back. I mean, I guess he can salvage. I don't know. Poor SEV.
All right, so we got 3 roaches ready. 2 of them morphing into Ravagers.
Now we got the third. He needs those units ASAP. 2 finish up. He's got 2 more on the way. He's now moving his. I guess the
overlord to
barracks
get
was to
high
get
ground
a tech lab out early, but he probably should have just built a factory. No, don't they take the same amount of time to build, or at least pretty similar?
I think he was originally going for 2 racks. I don't think he knew it was gonna be.
Oh, this is bad. The Ravager. Yeah, the Ravager's just gonna bile it down. They don't even need to get close. He's just gonna bile it down, and then he's gonna.
Well, he
set it
doesn't
up.
have high ground vision anymore, so he's actually. I think he might be able to hold.
Yeah, but he knows where it is.
Well, he can't see it.
Yeah, but he
You
can
can't
still
fire
just
unless you
run
have
right
high
up
ground
there.
vision.
I don't know. I'm nervous. He did pull a lot of SEVs. Goodbye is also now supply capped because well, not anymore. He just finished an Overlord. He's gonna get a second one in a bit here, but
Yeah, I'm actually liking this position for Asia QC. Like right now, there's
Yeah,
no
he's-
high ground vision.
he doesn't have enough Ravagers to kill really anything.
Yeah, and he's starting to drone up. He's starting to drone up
Yeah,
on
I
his
think
third.
I think he's realized that he doesn't have. There's not much he can do. It's funny. He rallied the. I mean, I guess it makes sense. He rallied the proxy hatch to mine there, and now you got a Cyclone here. Probably a good call. You know, that way you can attack at a distance, kite back, force his opponent to try and engage with the bunker there. This is
So-
interesting so far. It looks
Do you know
like
how many Ravagers it takes to one shot
I think it.
a bunker?
I think it takes 5,
Yeah, so
but he lost 2, so he needs to get more. And but I'm surprised he hasn't just given up at this point. Maybe at this
Well,
point he's just trying to deny the natural, like just prevent him from expanding.
Knowing it's a best of one, I think he's just kind of like. I don't think he has a plan B when you go proxy hatch.
He's in the winner's bracket. I can't blame him. Yeah, this is not good. See, that Cyclone's going to be a big problem for him. He has no way to chase that down and kill it. It's going to just keep attacking at range. He's even got the SCV. Asia's even got the SCVs to repair it. Those were not great vials there.
The Cyclone's very good against.
Yeah, he's going to kill that, get him supply capped. Now he's oversupplied. Not good. He's going to need to make 2 more Overlords. 6 drones finishing up here. We got another Queen going to finish up the natural here.
Oh no, he's rallied them back to his main.
Yeah, I think he's just abandoning ship.
Look, he's got 2 drones. Oh,
he's getting Ling speed too. Yeah, this is, I mean, don't get me wrong. Asia QC is going to be super behind here, but he held really well. And if we look at the losses, it is definitely in his favor. He's got like, lost only like half the resources and units of his opponent. A lot of Marines here now. I wonder, can they get that? Can they get that OV? Can they get that OV in time? Ooh, and there we go.
And if I'm Asia QC, I just would go run him over.
Yeah, that queen's gonna get demolished in a second here.
I don't think he sees it.
Or maybe not. He's just gonna leave it. He's gonna focus on the natural, which is probably smart.
Yeah.
It looks like Asia QC's getting his natural. You know, technically, Goodbye is still up a base.
Yeah.
Not for long, but he is up a base. We got Stim on the way. We got a Lair getting morphed here. Link Speed's gonna finish up soon. We got more Roaches on the way, more OVs finishing up.
Listen, I don't know if Asia QC like has a good game sense here, but he can just go win the game right now.
Yeah, he could. Like, it wouldn't be that hard for him to, especially now that Stim's about to wrap up. Link Speed finishes up. He's got a pickup. I guess he's gonna go for a drop here.
Like, I don't love the drop because
It's just
that's actually making it easier for Goodbye to defend with.
Goodbye has like
4 Roaches.
barely any vision here. It looks like we're gonna see another drop. He has barely any vision up here above his base, so he's gonna like that drop's gonna come in hot and fast. He might, and this pool is not the best placement, so he could completely snipe that.
Yeah. The multi-prong is a little.
If I was Asia
fancy.
QC, I would just go in and I'd just kill this pool. Just kill it. No, he's focusing on the OV. No, why? That's.
Well, he knows he's not going to do a lot of damage.
Well,
so
I guess
doing
he's
what
got him
he can
supply
again,
capped, but yeah, he only lost one. He only lost one Marine there. I'd say that was worth it.
I think the bronze way of just storming up the front would have been probably.
Oh, yeah, get that out of there.
Fine.
That's a lot of Ravagers. Oh no,
He's being very safe, keeping units at home when Goodbye's got nothing.
Oh, loses a couple Marines, picks up, zooms away. He's going back into the main. This time there's a lot of Queens here though. He's gonna lose one of them. Ooh, micros it away. Not bad, not bad. Doesn't quite get the Queen. He's gonna lose these. This is not a good drop.
Yeah, that's a
He's gonna get some Queens, which, don't get me wrong, that's nice, but ooh, boost away. How many did he lose in that fight? He lost. I don't know. I think he had. That's 5 Marines. No.
I think he's
6.
being overly fancy, just splitting up drops.
Yeah,
like,
he lost.
Goodbye's got nothing.
Came in with.
Goodbye's only got 2 bases to defend, so it's very easy for him to split up his army.
Yeah, he lost like 10 Marines in that push. He did get a lot. Like, technically it was a positive trade, but I don't think it was what Asia QC wanted. Like, he did kill quite a few Queens there, and I think that's like worth it on its own. Because, like, don't get me wrong, Biles are nice, but they're not exactly the best anti-air. Just go kill this third. Just go kill this Expo. Oh, now he's gotta go. Pick up. No. Pick up. Yeah. Alright, we got concussive shells on the way. We got +1 ground weapons for our Terran friend here. And we got +1 range and armor on the way for Goodbye. It looks like Goodbye also has roach speed. Which is good. I really... Okay, we got +1 ground armor on the way as well. Asia QC's a... Not really... Okay, never mind. He's got a base going down here. Starting to expand. Grab a third. getting some tanks in position. He knows his
playing
opponent
very
is going
safe.
heavy on Roach Ravager. I am surprised he's not sending some tanks to go in with the drops. He's just like, I feel like he's throwing away a lot of Marines here for no reason.
Understood the position he was in. I think he thought he was ahead in workers, but not in army. When it's actually the opposite.
Yeah,
His
and we
army
got
was
Hive
ahead.
Tech on the way. What? What is he going for? Is he
I
gonna go
think
for
he-
like ultras or something?
I think he thought delaying in the game, going into late game, is actually his advantage. When Goodbye was actually the one who needed time to build
Yeah.
up his economy.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's like I feel like this is potentially like a kind of a
Like,
not
I think the push he's doing right now, he should have done 5 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, like if now he's gonna struggle because he has no anti-armor here. Like, well, no, he's got a siege tank. Actually, do Colossus or not Colossus? Do Cyclones do bonus damage to armor?
They have the lock on, which just does a lot of damage to anything.
Tanks are starting to melt a lot of those roaches.
Oh,
Vials,
Vials to the
those splits
face.
were not great, but the medevacs are putting in work. The tanks are doing a lot of damage. Oh, tank goes down. One of the medevacs goes down, and he's just got to pull back. Not a great trade. And he just leaves the tank behind. He doesn't even try and save it.
Terrible
Unfortunate.
trades.
No, it's not great. Now that Hive's gonna finish up, I'm really interested to see what Goodbye's gonna do with it, because like he doesn't have a he doesn't have a Hydroden. He doesn't have a Spire. Like, I don't know what his plan is here. He doesn't, like, he's not at a point where he needed to make one to get 3-3 because he doesn't even have 2-2 yet. So I'm really confused. He is making a hard push here, and I'm really concerned about Asia's chances. I really think he should position this tank on the top ground. He's getting another one. I think it might be this is bad. Like a lot of stuff is gonna get rinsed here. Oh my gosh, these vials.
What Goodbye couldn't do when he was like
Jeez.
basically scouted and did nothing and had nothing going on, he somehow managed to make a comeback.
He needs to pull these. Yeah, pull those. Get those to your third or something. Or just pull them into your main. The siege tanks are putting in work, and he got concussive shells, but he's not making any marauders, and it's really unfortunate because against the against the Ravagers, I don't think it's as big of a deal, but like he really needed those against the roaches. Yeah, these roaches are
24
just getting
SCVs down.
absolutely melted. Yeah, he's losing a lot here. It's going to be hard to come back from this. His opponent just keeps printing roaches, and I can't even blame him. He keeps making tanks, and I think that's good because it is eating up all the roaches. I think he's going to hold this, but man, it's going to be a struggle for him to come back. He's going to need to save that.
Listen, Goodbye's got also on his one-way ticket. He's not. Oh, he is turning back now.
Yeah, I think he realized. No, he's going back in now. What? There's so many tanks. I don't know how he expects to, like. These Ravagers are insane. Like, it's crazy that Asia QC is just letting this happen. If he just, like, split better, he could dodge these vials. That's gonna be so many Ravagers. He needs. Oh my gosh! And he's just sending these Marines out here to die. No, pull them back into the tanks. Pull him back into the tanks. Make him get shelled. The tanks are gonna do so much damage to those roaches. These roaches just getting completely deleted. He needs to split better against this. The Ravagers are taking a beating, but it's not enough. Jeez. Like I agree with you. I think that was Asia's to lose, and he somehow managed it.
I think his big issue was, if you can see the army graph, his best spot was when he at 6 minutes, where Goodbye had nothing. Had 3 Ravagers, and like...
Yeah, he had like so much army, and he didn't use it properly. Like he was outpacing his opponent most of the game. Just take a look at that.
I think
bracket.
there's an issue where after you get all in, you assume that your advantage is in economy. But the way the Terran army and economy works is their advantage is normally in army in the early game.
Yeah, and I also think like
So even after the big all in, I think he thought, let me wait this out. I'm gonna build a bigger economy, build on my advantage, and like win the game later.
and then also like Goodbye was smartly macroing behind that. Like most of the after he realized the initial push failed. Like,
Yeah.
and I think that was really smart. And I don't know why he got Hive. I think that was really early, but like,
I think he didn't pull out tanks from the high ground. The Vipers.
No, yeah, it may have been. I didn't even think about that, but he didn't end up needing it, I guess. The Biles were plenty.
Yeah.
What is the, like, usually the Terran go-to against Ravagers?
I think just like tanks are like well positioned.
Yeah.
Liberators, like those are gonna do pretty well.
Yeah, but he didn't really have he only had the 1 starport, I think. Alright, I guess we're waiting on Brunt Mist. Oh,
but again, like if he had just pushed in with his marine advantage, like
sure.
at 6
Let's
minutes, I think the game's over.
Let's do failed. Where is he? Or not failed. Let me get
Instead,
you.
he did that like tickle push on the side, and because there was only 2 bases to defend, it was easy for him to react to the drop.
Legoland. Do you want to join?
Yeah.
Oh, you're still
Can
in
you
a
invite
party. You're still in a party. It says.
Okay, wait a second.
Where is the failed guy? There he is.
Invite me again. All right.
Well, it doesn't tell. It just grays it out, but I know that means you're in a party.
Okay, so there should be a big advantage for failed because Demerzel is only recently diamond. I know.
Yeah, but MMR can be deceptive.
Yeah, you're right. But
it's not as easy.
Demerzel's holding up the light for the only Protoss in the tournament.
Yeah, make us proud.
Yeah. Listen, Demerzel's also pretty cheesy. I've seen him cause a couple of Terrans to rage with his DTs.
Oh, he has COVID? That sucks. Hopefully it's a mild case. I had COVID like about a year ago.
Yeah, I also had COVID about 6 months ago.
Dude, I literally tested positive for COVID the day I was supposed to get vaccinated. It's like the worst fucking luck in the world.
Like even when you get vaccinated, you can still get it.
Well, no, I know, but I think that's really funny because I like had original strain, like not even Delta or anything. Like my county was like doing a lottery system. New Zealand.
Oh god, that's annoying. They gotta do central now.
Split the diff. What map did they say? Ashes. Yeah, okay. Glittering Ashes. I guess we'll see what their ping is for Central. But anyway, so like, my county was doing. Originally, they were like, "Hey, you'll get a vaccine if you're old or work in healthcare or immunocompromised." And then after that, they said, "Okay, now it's a lottery, for now." And I got picked, and then the day I was supposed to go in, they were like, by the way, I felt like sick for the past couple days, and I finally said, fuck it, I might have COVID. I tested positive, so I went to, I had to call my county government, and why is the ping lower for West?
Forced, because he's in New Zealand. Closer.
Oh, never mind. Either. Central's fine. Okay. Let's go West. Okay, fine. If that's what they want to do. I am glad that, like, for the most part, people are agreeable about bans and, like, stuff like this.
I think like at our level, like it's not like do or die. Like another like 30 ping isn't gonna make a big difference to my game.
Well, no, I just mean like people usually come to gentlemen's agreements very easily.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like, yeah, I had to call my county about my vaccine, and like, I was like, I gotta cancel my appointment. They're like, oh, why? And I was like, because I tested positive for COVID.
Wait, never mind.
And uh,
Called you and
uh, so anyway, yeah, they called. I had to call them, and I told them it's like I can't come in because I tested positive. And they were like, "Oh," and the lady just sounded like really, like she felt really bad for me because of how ironic it was.
that's funny. And you said you didn't have like hard symptoms or whatever. You weren't like dying.
No, I mean, it was the second worst sick I've ever felt in my life, but it was like I'm not immunocompromised or anything, so like, and I'm not old, so you know, it
You
doesn't.
like sick, like cold kind of type symptoms.
Yeah, I would say it's like flu. The only time I think I felt more sick is when I had pneumonia back in 2017. That was really bad.
That's tough.
All right, in the top right, we have our standout defender of the Protoss race, Demerzel, as the Cyan Protoss.
Yeah, already going with the hatch block. On the bottom left, we have File, our New Zealand.
North Korean. Somehow North Korea got
Zealand.
access to fucking Battle.net.
It's got a prefix with an N. It's like close enough.
Z and K are right, as we all know, Z and K are right next to each other on the keyboard.
Yeah. New Zealand, North Korea, same thing. One's got Kim Jong-un as their president. One's got, like, I think the only woman president.
I don't know. Failed making the smart decision going to take his third base instead of trying to contest the natural, which is the smart thing to do. You generally don't want to delay it, especially for Zerg. Probe making its way into the main now.
And
Got a casket.
Demerzel decided to. I think he's like going for some kind of. Like,
Oh, he was
Cannon
trying to
rush.
cannon rush, yeah, because he's got a forge down now. He could do it in the natural, no problem, because like, I'm surprised he doesn't do it more in the center to keep him from moving units out more easily.
Yeah.
But he's
So-
gonna the OV's coming back. It's gonna potentially see whatever he does unless he does it in the center.
Yeah. So currently he can't see that there's two workers. He only knows there's one worker.
Oh
you see
yeah,
that?
there's a
Oh,
worker
he's-
over here by the third. Oh, he's gonna see it.
Can't
He's-
see that cannon yet.
He might. I don't even know what he should do in this situation. Just cancel it, because like
Yeah, I think he's
the
gonna
cannon's
cancel
already going down. He doesn't have time to pull it. Yeah, he's gonna see it. Just cancel it, man. Just cancel it. Put it somewhere else. Put it your fourth. Put it at the triangle base. No, he's gonna let it finish. No, I think that's a mistake. That's two cannons. You don't have time. He's got. Well, he's making a roach horn. Oh, he canceled it. He's going back to the natural.
Demerzel should cancel. Demerzel should cancel. Oh, Demerzel doesn't cancel his cannon.
He can't get it.
If I was him, I would hide another cannon.
No, just don't even bother. Go. You're already behind. Well, technically, he's not that behind, but like
Who? Demerzel's not ahead.
failed. Like failed is like. I guess he doesn't. He's putting down his Nexus now. I want to say. What is the build time difference between a hatchery and a Nexus? I don't actually know. Is he gonna... Okay, the Lings are going across the map, but it's not gonna get there before the Adept finishes, so probably a lost cause. He's gonna need... I think he should definitely get like a couple Ravagers and try and bile down those turrets, because they're right next to each other. Perfect bile spot.
I think Demerzel made a mistake not canceling one of his cannons.
Yeah, I
Could've
think he
tried to
should have.
cancel
Once
both
he
of them, but,
once he
yeah.
realized his opponent wasn't going to build there, should have canceled. He already has a ton of value just from delaying it. Yeah, those Lings kind of just got to pull back. They're just going to die if he tries to go in. He also hasn't started Ling speed. Like, nobody has any upgrades. There's a Stargate on the way. Nexus is going to wrap up in a little bit. Oh, looks like we got a Triangle Hatch as well, which I think is good. He's going to need that. Link speed has started. We got creeps being spread. Good to see, good to see. especially with those Stargates on the way. I got a Void Ray getting
I'm
chroned
not
back.
liking the amount of chrono that Dermosel's just keeping on his mate.
Yeah, he's not spending a lot of energy, which isn't good, but... And his opponent is even with him in workers. Both players, same amount of workers, pretty similar supply. Gas income is slightly better for Demerzel, but... You know, I don't know. We'll see. Again, I'm surprised that he hasn't... Oh, we got a lair on the way. Interesting. Got Spore Crawlers going down. Void Ray is out and is going to start making its way across the map, I imagine. Yep. The creep spread hasn't gone very far, so the queens are going to be... There is some on the ramp, though, so they'll be able to protect most of the important stuff, but that that third is going to finish, and it's pretty vulnerable. I would start making a queen there immediately, or putting down a... yeah, okay, he's putting down a Spore. Queens making their way over. Overlord goes down, gets supply capped. Furious Joy. Ultralist dropped me. Oh no, that sucks, man.
Ultralist dropped you. That's some BM over there.
I wouldn't say it's BM, but it's not great. All right, we got Evo Chamber going down. We got Roach Speed on the way. Five more OVs. We got a Robo Bay warping in, a Robo Facility, excuse me, 2 gateways, +1 attack, charge lots. It's kind of an Overlord just hanging out here off the edge of the map.
I assume he's gonna go for like a charge lot all in.
I wouldn't blame him. Like, I think he could do it.
+1 immortal charge lot all in, maybe.
I don't think... Okay, another Void Ray is going in. How much scouting has Failed gotten off? He has no idea.
He got in the third.
Failed has no idea what his opponent is doing. Yeah, he's sending
I
links
don't know
out.
if his opponent's
But
exactly sure what his plan was.
He needs to get vision in the main, otherwise he's gonna have a lot of problems. He has nothing to tell him when his opponent rolls out. His creep spread's pretty limited, but like considering what he went up against, I can't blame him. But like he needs to and he can't really scout with the OVs too much. But I would love if you just suicide the OV as the top, just send it, fly it into your opponent's main, and try and get some idea what your opponent's doing. Next level PM.
I would like to see both his voids active. He's kind of doing one at a time.
Yeah, didn't you say Demerzel got like diamond recently? Maybe his ability to control multiple like armies isn't that good. Like, no disrespect.
I don't know about his control, but yeah.
Yeah, that OV's going down. I'm kind of surprised he didn't try and steer it more towards the... Yeah, there goes that Spore. Now that OV...
Okay, that void's going down.
Why is he letting that void stay?
He didn't react in time.
Yeah, he pulled it. He barely pulled it at 22 health.
And now he's going in with the second void.
Yeah. No, he's pulling it back. It looks like we're getting a fourth here from Failed. Got +1 on the way. We got a Spire on the way. I don't think that's the right call. Again, I don't... He doesn't have enough vision. Failed has no idea what his opponent's doing. His opponent is going ground toss. Like, unless he's going to tech into Broods, which I don't think he's doing, this is not the right call. Like, and Broods honestly wouldn't be the best call considering everything else he's made. He's getting melee now. He's got a lot of roaches. I think that's good, especially because his opponent's probably going charge lot. Yeah, his opponent's definitely going charge lot. He's getting a Warp Prism at a robotics facility. He's getting +1 melee, or +2 melee and +1 armor. He's got Templar on the way, which I'm assuming he's going to make into Archons because he hasn't started Storm. Void Ray getting chased off. He's wasting so much time with these Void Rays that he really doesn't need to. He's spreading a lot of creep now, but like, man, he needs to like, and he's got some lings out to try and get vision, but like, he still has no idea what's in his opponent's main. I'm worried he's gonna have to just be very reactive here. Who knows, maybe he's going for Muta, like, Muta's in the Muta harassment or something. The Spire's done, but he hasn't done anything with it yet.
I think he's caught on that it's not going to be a big error. I mean,
Yeah, hopefully, because he is making a lot of Ravagers, and I don't think you'd do that if you thought it was a big air push.
No, I think he scouted a bunch of war.
I canceled a couple of them. I think maybe he made too many. How many does he have? 14 Ravagers. That's a lot of Ravagers. Alright, got +1 shields on the way for Demerzel. Got more creep getting spread.
Demerzel has to do something now. Like,
Yeah,
his army's only gonna get worse.
Yeah, like we're seeing a Hydra Den go down. We got Corruptors. What? Against Voids. This has to be. He has to be taking into Broods, because like I can't think of why he would make a single Corruptor based on what his opponent has. Why did he attack that Creep Tumor? Was that a misclick? Yeah, Vile's taking that down. Why did he kill that Creep Tumor? Now these queens are just wandering. They're completely vulnerable. Got more roaches on the way. Oh, that's a hatch. He's getting a macro hatch like right in front of his natural, which is interesting.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do that.
There's not a lot of. There's like no static defense, which is funny for a guy who went Forge first. Like if Failed attacks this third here, he's in big trouble. He's getting attacked at 2 spots at once, and his control already is established is not great. Yeah, this third is going down. This third's fucked. This third's fucked. He has no shield battery. Oh, no, he has 1 shield battery. Doesn't matter, though. It's dead now. Ooh, not having the roaches the main army is going to suck, but I think he's still going to deal a lot of damage here. Because those Ravagers are still soft and squishy. Yeah, he's got to split his army real well. Like, it's a shame he sent the roaches in the main, but I guess he wasn't expecting like a bunch of zealots, which again, he would have known about if he had scouted.
Good defense by Demerzel.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
How well he did that.
He had like no static defense. He's gonna lose all these zealots, but like he still has quite the army here. He's got Void Rays, he's got more zealots, he's got Archons, Immortals. Good army comp. Meanwhile, his opponent is now teching into Lurkers. Kills the Stasis Ward, which is good. He's gonna get all of these zealots, which is nice, but he doesn't really have a lot to deal with the. He doesn't have a lot to deal with the Immortals, and he doesn't have any Hydras yet, so he can't really take out the Warp Prism before it finishes. Warping in more stuff. Gets rid of this Observer. This is bad. I think this is GG, which is a shame. Like, if he had just scouted, he would have seen this. Like, he would have known what his opponent was doing. He would have been able to hold this, no problem. Yeah, it's all just so late. There's too many Immortals. He needs Lings. I don't know why he's making so many Overlords.
He's got Archons, High Templars, throwing bubbles.
Yeah.
Wooden balloons.
I think he maybe meant to morph those into an Archon, but he just didn't. Well, that's a shame.
Wow, big upset by Demerzel.
I wouldn't even say that's an upset. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I think he played well for all things considered, but like his opponent kind of threw that. I think. If he had just scouted, he would have been fine. It's a shame. Like if he had sent 1 roach in, he would have like, or anything, like even an Overlord, it would have been so much better off. Let's check that bracket again.
Yeah, I assumed he scouted that it was a big ground army.
All right, let's see if Goodbye is in game yet or not. It looks like he is. So it looks like the semis have already started. I'd adjust the AC in my apartment. Be right back.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink some water. I'll be back too.
Okay, for some goddamn reason the heat was on in my apartment and like the AC didn't kick in, so it was like 79 degrees in my apartment. That's not good. Why'd you leave the party, man? Hello? Okay, and maybe he got up. Next match is against Brunt Mist. Legoland man, you there? Oh, there we go.
I'm in.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm back on bottom. Alright. We got the Mist against Demerzel. Hey, this should be a really close match, I think, because they're both very similar MMR.
Yeah, let's see. Mist is 34. So, like, upper half of Diamond 3. Why does it say, oh, it's the bug? For some reason, it'll do that where it'll say you don't have any games this season, which is not true. Anyway.
Ooh, but the Mist beat Furious Droid. The Mist has had a good couple games here.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. Scott Summers played 2 best of 3 somehow.
Who did?
Scott Summer.
What? Who are
He
people
beat-
just not reading the rules? This is why
Yeah.
we need, like, I keep telling Glacius to, like, have them posted. That this is not, it's not best of 3s, and it holds up the tournament, which is really irritating. Like, I genuinely think, like, if people...
He asked.
Like IMO, like if you do a best of 3 by default, like unless you're somehow get some crazy cheese games in, you're going to take more than 10 minutes to show up to your match, and in my opinion, you should be DQ'd. But we're still going because someone decided to do a best of 3.
To do it twice.
Like if you don't show up after 10 minutes, it's a loss. Like, I don't know. I don't understand why people they're like, oh, what's the big deal? It's like,
Well, Goodbye played like 20 minutes ago.
or anyway. I just need to message Glacius about it because this keeps happening, and we need to do something about it. Like I don't want to be like the argument I've seen for why we should do a best of 1 is that it takes less time. But if people are going to do best of 3s anyway, and they're not going to get disqualified, and it's going to be treated like it's totally fine, then like, okay, what do we want to do? Do we want to save time, or do we want to do best of 3s? Because it's, I don't know. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. I think some people just like don't enjoy the format.
And that's fine. They're right to not enjoy the format. But the thing is like if you don't like it and you want to, and then you don't have to participate. Like you don't have to play in the tournament. You can leave. You should, like, it doesn't just affect you. It affects everybody else because like it affects the casters. It affects the TO. It affects your other players. Just because you and your opponent want to do a BO3 doesn't mean everybody else wants to be held up while they wait for you to do a BO3 in a tournament that is ostensibly best of ones until semis and finals. For the wreck of the game against Goodbye, his hatch timing was almost exactly the same as mine. My Link saw 4 of his, Lings of his, which is a standard number. I thought you're supposed to send in 2 Lings in a ZVZ to scout, not 4. But I could be wrong. That's just what I was told. Waiting on you, Legoland. My OVs were positioned to see third base of my opponent, but he chewed through the minerals, so opened up a path I didn't account for. Yeah, but I don't think you're supposed to send both overlords to the potential thirds. I think you're only just supposed to send one. The other one is, the first one's supposed to go to the natural and then be pulled back. But anyway. Like, I don't know. But I'm saying not to the main, to the natural. If you normally in a ZVZ you send to the natural and then you pull back. Like if you don't, like, and then if you notice that his hatch was coming out at a different time than yours, then you know something is up. Or if you see units that you don't expect to see. All right. Enough discussion. It is time for the match. In the top right, we have Mist as the green Zerg. Legoland. Okay.
On the bottom left, we have the Protoss, Demerzel from Europe. Again, going in for the early hatch block.
I mean, I think it's good for him to do. I see a lot of, I see a lot of toss that, like, at the higher level do blocks like that, and I think it makes sense.
I think it's fine at the higher level. My only problem with doing it in Diamond is anytime I do it, I just get all-in.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess you have the potential to see it. Like, because you're really just trying to delay it. Mist making the smart call, moving, and going to get it as third.
Alright, Demerzel playing more of a standard game.
Yeah, he's not...
No cheese.
Not Forge first this time. Alright, Mist is grabbing his gas. He's getting his pool. I forgot I think it may be him who does this, but I've noticed a couple, at least one player before puts their pool up at the edge of the creep, and I'm not a fan. But it's whatever. Cybercore going down for Demerzel. He's grabbing a second assimilator, rallying his workers. Queen's coming out in a minute here. Ling's on the way. Got an Adept being chronoed out. Oh, no, actually, it's not being chronoed out. It's just kind of there. Chrono is banking a lot at the main, unfortunately. Second gateway on the way. We got Ling speed on the way. Queen's about to pop out. Has he not chronoed at all? He's got 130 energy. Legoland?
Yeah, 1 second, back with you.
Twilight Council is building, as well as a robotics facility. Gonna be probably a ground focused game, maybe something similar to last time.
Yeah, maybe like an adept, some kind of a glaive adept thing.
Maybe. Let's see. I guess we'll see once he. Yeah, he is making a lot of adepts, but I guess we'll see what he ends up researching at the Twilight Council. Okay, we got the third.
I could still see him using more of his chrono. He's always very late on his chrono.
Yeah, his chrono's not great. Like, he could have so many more workers right now. Instead he's matched with Mist, which is I don't think is really a good thing to be for Protoss to have the same amount of workers as a Zerg player at this early.
Unless you're like going for really sharp timing. But
yeah.
He's not doing that.
And I don't know if that's the case.
Okay, so I see him making a Warp Prism.
Yeah, Warp Gate.
He hasn't gotten any.
Oh, we got Dark Shrine on the way.
Twilight yet. Yeah.
Overlord speed just finished up, as well as Ling speed for Mist. I was surprised with the OV speed, but hey, you know, it doesn't hurt to get it this early, necessarily. Alright, gas is getting grabbed here. He's a little bit oversaturated at the third. He's pulling some... Oh, I think maybe he didn't realize that he had 3 at the natural. Oh no, he's grabbing another gas. Interesting. I say natural, the third. Oh, there's a proxy gateway going down over here with the Dark Shrine. I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah.
Overlord's getting attacked by a Stalker. The gateway's going down.
The Demerzel special is the proxy DTs.
Warping in a couple here.
We actually really light on detection.
This is not good. Mist has absolutely no detection whatsoever. His lair's not done either. These DTs are going to just walk in and demolish everything. He needed Spore Crawlers, and he just did not bother.
If I'm Demerzel, I split up the DTs, not send them both to the same base.
Yeah, it's not going to... He's going to do a ton of damage either way. Well, he's splitting them up, but... He's going to do a ton of damage either way. Why is he attacking the natural? What a waste of time. Like, I mean, he'll kill it eventually, but like... Oh, that Spore went down way too late. He should try and kill that. I'm surprised he's... drones, I guess it doesn't hurt to focus on the drones. But I would think that you would try to go for the detection first, not the drones.
Okay, so...
Yeah, the detection's gonna finish, but it's not gonna have any range. Lair's done, so he should start trying to make an Overseer, but he didn't... Okay, there's the Overseers. Still, that's 15 drones dead, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah, I'd like to see a quicker third, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of workers to lose. Now he's got detection though, so DTs are not going to be as useful, but that's quite the economic blow.
I'm not exactly sure what he used the Warp Prism for.
He warped in some adepts, I think, or just dropped them,
No.
but they didn't. I think it was just to distract him away from his base, in case he had like detection but no army.
Cute.
Right.
I like that.
We got a robotics bay on the way. We got some more gateways. Charge lots gonna finish up in a few seconds here.
A nice worker kill. I think that was nice. I'd like to see more urgency out of Demerzel this game. Because last game, even though he won, I think committing to a big 2-base push and actually faking the third is actually nicer than going all the way up to 3-base saturation. Because then he's late on this push.
But he does look like he's going for it. He's getting he stopped making workers, but he's got a couple.
Okay, I don't know if he's going to be able to hold this big roach push.
Now he's chronoing Immortals.
He needs a battery.
Alright, Yeah, he doesn't have enough immortals to, I think, deal with this. I think, and the two they'll get done eventually, but these roaches are going for the third here for some reason. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt to deny it, but more DTs on the way, but they're not gonna really be able to do much since he has detection.
Well, you can turn them into Archons.
I suppose that's true. And he's got a disruptor. Okay. I mean, disruptor's not bad, but let's see what his disruptor control is like. You want to see all attack pass since I don't think you need to adjust positioning at all, man. I think you just need to check his natural next time instead of trying to check both thirds. Like, you could always just send a Ling to the other third. Like, most people are not going to go for a triangle third. Like, because you want to keep your creep spread restrained and you normally take a triangle third. He's getting 2 proxy Nexi. And meanwhile, Mist is expanding to right next to this proxy warp gate, and he has no fucking clue it's there. These Bile's putting in work here. He's dealing a lot of damage. Oh, not quite taking out the... That Bile was awful. What the fuck? I think that Bile was...
That's a proxy Nexus if I've seen one.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Listen, if I was Demerzel, I'd take advantage of that Dark Shrine right now. Put a 1 DT and try to
Zealot
cancel
run
that.
by. Looks like they're gonna end up fighting the queens and the spines, though. Shame he doesn't just pull these back. He's kind of just wasting his time here. He is attacking with stalkers this hatch here. But Mist is seems very preoccupied. He's getting lurkers +1/+1 and Hydra range. He's making Hydralisks, but I think he is focusing on the wrong target here. Loses his lost his expo there. He needs some Lings to deal with these. He still has no... Oh, he's so lucky that Overseer there. Build a fucking Spore, my guy. Build Spores at every base. You know your opponent has DTs. Why wouldn't you build a Spore Crawler at all your bases?
I don't know. He's got 2 bases with no detection. I love it. Living on the edge. Efficiency right there.
And one of them is his natural, for fuck's sake.
Why did he proxy 2 Nexi?
I don't know, but honestly,
he's
like,
not even probing one of them.
Considering what Mist has done, he can kind of do whatever he wants. Hydras aren't horrible, I guess, against Stalkers, but this isn't really the best call either. Going for the Overseer there. Loses it. I'd like to see him maybe morph another one. Why is he pulling his army back? You know he's gonna attack that. Oh my god, why is he pulling them back? To go for... Oh, he's going for the Disruptors and the Immortals. Yeah, Demerzel is kind of just doing whatever he wants. Split those. Yep. Good splits by Mist, I'll give him that. Recalls, but he loses
all 4.
He did get 10 workers, which is nice, but Mist still has plenty. Getting adaptive
Meanwhile,
talents.
he's got 28 workers on his 1 proxy, while his other proxy's empty.
Yeah, his...
And no
Demerzel, I don't want to judge him too much because tournament performance is not necessarily indicative of ladder performance, but he seems like a guy who kind of really just gets by on cheese, which is valid. It's just like now he's just now getting a forge. He has no all army upgrades. He's gonna get absolutely demolished. His cheese just completely failed. He has nothing to deal with the lurkers. He has no... I don't think he has any detection. He has no overseers at all. He has no detection. I don't think he's even made an overseer this whole game. He's getting 3 forges. He's getting... And now we got lurker range on the way. These lurkers are going to do a lot of damage. The disruptors might help.
Stalkers? Does he even have blink?
No. I think he's just getting the stalkers maybe for the anti-armor, which would be nice, but against the lurkers, in theory, if he had any detection. But lurkers also just do a lot of damage.
Oh god, non-blink stalkers.
This is over.
By the Ling.
This is over. This is such a, like... Yeah, I'm surprised he's not. Well, now he's warping in a bunch of zealots. This is a heck of a base trade, but this is not good for Demerzel. He's like just absolutely getting shredded here. At the same time, I also think Mist could be a lot better about what he's choosing to produce. He's not been great with his queens so far. He has one queen for injects and it's like half energy.
I don't understand why he has larvas left over.
How much larva does he have? He has 12 larva. What the fuck? Oh, Demerzel GG's, which is funny because I think he'd actually probably keep pushing. If he had just made some detection, I think it would have potentially been okay. But he also just didn't get any upgrades, so he was kind of fucked anyway. Sucks. I feel like he had a lot of potential there, and he just... I don't know. He was so ahead. Alright. Next is Asia QC against Scott's still doing these. Oh wait, no, that was supposed to be a best of 3. Never mind. Brunt missed and let's get Asia QC in here. I'm kind of hoping Asia QC will win just because I don't want to keep casting ZVZs for the rest of the tournament.
Demerzel played well. I'm actually surprised with how well he played.
He didn't do terrible. I don't know, man. Not getting any upgrades until the very end was, I think, a real own goal.
Yeah. I think he punched above his weight class, though. So, you know. Gave players with higher Mars a good fight.
Sure, but I think he also like kind of is carried by his cheese. I mean that in the most respectful way possible. I truly do. I don't think I don't think only using cheese makes you a bad player at all. I just think it's not really something that I would recommend to people. Like you should absolutely learn how to cheese. And I don't think you're wrong to focus on it or get good at it, but you need to know how to do other stuff. Like not having any forges
playing someone
that
better
late.
than you, playing someone above you, like more than 600-700 MMR more than you, your only shot is sometimes cheese.
Sometimes,
like if you
sure.
play macro, you're just gonna lose. So your only advantage is to like surprise them, hope they don't have detection.
Oh
or,
sure,
like,
and I don't think that's incorrect, but at the same time, it's like. I just noticed a lot of stuff that even for a Diamond 3 player I would have expected him to do, and he just didn't do them.
Zergopi.
I assume he's joking.
With his double proxy
proxy Nexus, no upgrades.
Which he didn't even saturate.
3 forges at 10 minutes.
You played really well. I thought that was a really good game by you.
Yeah, I didn't think it was bad at all. I mean, I say that. There was a few things I thought were bad, but I didn't think it was bad overall.
Yeah. I would like to see more urgency to Demerzel. When you get that big advantage from like a good cheese early on, try to like hit a big 2-base or 3-base timing where you put like a lot into it. Like have a pre-planned attack that goes it off. Like you do a cannon rush into the pre-planned attack or something like that. Yeah, we played what's that thing where you peak mode? We did a peak mode within the server, and I got matched up like 4 times against this Zerg who's like basically Masters 3.
Yeah.
Every game I got destroyed until I just cannon rushed, and I won a game where I cannon rushed.
I'm always like, I've seen GMs lose to cannon rushes, and it's you gotta scout.
Yeah. Well, mine was a really nasty one. Mine was a cannon rush with a double proxy gateway. So
yeah.
I like sent in zealots after the cannon rush. So he sent in the workers to try to take down the cannons, and then like 2 zealots just like killed all his workers.
What race was he?
He was a Zerg.
Okay. So 2K.
But anytime I tried to play like a macro game versus him, he just destroyed me.
I 12 pulled Zest. I don't know if I think I mentioned that, but I don't remember. That was fun. I got completely destroyed anyway, but
What, you played against Zest?
yeah, I played in the ESL Open a couple months ago.
Oh.
Dude, fucking beat my ass into the ground. But you know, I expected that to happen. I just wanted to do it because I thought it'd be fun. And then I got someone in the channel.
You gotta put Mist in.
Oh, shoot. My bad.
Yeah, I don't think surviving for more than 5 minutes versus Zest is probably an accomplishment.
Yeah, I lasted 7.
That's good.
He cannon rushed me the first time. Second time he played a normal macro game, but I still lost.
And you lost in 7 minutes versus a cannon rush?
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, the first game it was a macro game, and the second game I 12 pulled him. And then he sent 20 adepts into my main, and then I lost. Yeah, and then like he initially sent some void rays, and then like when the void rays didn't work out because I was actually looking at my minimap, he sent 20 adepts, and I was like, "Yep, that's over." It happens.
Yeah. When there's such a big skill gap, like units like Adepts, which have like a lot of like micro potential, are like huge.
Oh, he just shaded them in. He didn't even really
Yeah.
micro them. I'm sure he wasn't even like using like. I'm sure he was like using at most half of his like potential. All right, in the bottom left is the green Zerg. We got Mr. Mist from Kirktown.
And in the top right, we have Asia QC, the Terran. We're not sure where he's from.
Looks like he's building a supply depot, and Mist is droning up and getting an overlord. And I am very hungry because I haven't eaten since like noon, and it's currently almost 10 p.m.
Holy crap.
Yeah, my girlfriend's gonna bring home like fast food, so I
Why are
would.
you fasting? If you're doing like intermittent fasting, what are you doing?
No, I just lazy. I just played. I got on Stellaris, which is a 4X game, and I just played it for like over 4 hours straight and watched YouTube videos on my second monitor while I was playing it. Because I put in like hundreds of hours into Stellaris, so it's like I've kind of got like a lot of the basics nailed down. And then I stopped. I took a break, watched some YouTube, showered, shaved, and then I got back on to prepare for the tournament stream.
Shit.
And all I have had is 2 hot dogs, and that's it. And I think I like ate a couple Oreos, but that's it.
Sounds very nutritious.
I mean, I have been trying to eat less, but like I probably shouldn't have eaten garbage, and then eat more
You ever
garbage.
thought of buying fruit?
What's fruit? Is that a
Fruit.
thing? Is that a local?
Fruit.
I don't think that we have those in America.
Vegetables.
Oh, fruit. You mean like that thing I put on my pancakes? No, I'm kidding.
Oh no.
All right, Mist is getting his third. He's. Why did he move it like that? Oh, he must have just like clicked on his mini map.
We're seeing that Asia QC likes to open with the 2 racks.
Yeah, I thought he did that last time because of the cheese. I didn't think he was just doing that because he'd like to do that. Because his factory's late now and his starport.
No, I think he's doing like a 2-1-1 or
Maybe.
that's his thing. Yeah, I saw last time he already had the racks going before he scouted the cheese. The
Alright, third has gone down. Reaper chased off. Queens are coming out. Injects. STEM research has started. Orby upgrade has started. We got Ling speed on the way. Factories going down. More mariners coming out.
Yeah. I guess he had a good denial on that third originally with a Reaper. And has been pretty chill with the Reaper since. No, not trying to. He knows that Ling speed's now out, so there's no point trying to do anything now. So I'm expecting some kind of like double drop like he did last game, because the drop last game made no sense, but I assume it's something he does every game.
Maybe.
He goes for a double drop.
I think I know Terran builds are kind of rigid compared to like Zerg and Toss, but I think maybe using your traditional like 2-1-1 build against, you know, someone who's doing something weird maybe wasn't the best call that game. That being said, against an opponent who's macroing, he probably has a lot better chance.
Yeah, I think it does a lot of damage when the opponent's already on 3 or 4 bases.
Yeah.
Dropping in 2 spots at once.
We haven't. Okay, now we're seeing the OV go in. Just gonna see the 2 racks, which is good. We see two medevacs coming out here from the starport. All those Marines are gonna come up and kill that OV, but it saw everything it needed to see, so he's good. We got a 3rd CC building at the bottom here, outside the natural.
I wouldn't mind like to see like maybe like a Cornus Spore at the main to spot a drop that comes in.
Or just stick like an OV. Like if he stuck an Overlord like right on like the right above his natural or his main, he would be able to see it. Like, yeah, Spore is nice, but they can still drop and like kill the Spore. It's just, I guess it's nice to get damage, but like you might as well just stick an OV there because you're making Overlords anyway. Like, look, this Overlord like right here by his 4th is like would be much better served elsewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going straight in. He's just gonna go try and kill the 4th. Let's see if he holds this, because like, oh man, Mist has like barely any army. This base is down. Kills the OV. He does not have Bane speed, and it's like, it's pretty late too. I'm surprised he didn't get Bane speed. He has no, does he have no Evo Chambers? He has no Evo Chambers. What is this? What is he doing? He's going Lingbane Hydra clearly, but not like any Lingbane Hydra I've ever seen.
Alright, this looks like he can just push in really far.
Yeah, he's just gonna, if he doesn't kill him, he's gonna at least do a lot of damage here. Like, he needs to morph those things into Banes right now. Yeah, this is over. What an own goal. I don't understand. That was like that was like
expected like him to do nothing all game, I assume.
Like, that was 5 minutes in the game. He didn't have any Evo Chambers, and he didn't even start Bane speed. All he had was Ling speed. I'm confused. Like, that wasn't even like a Doom drop. That was like 16 Marines and 2 medevacs. Okay. Alright, let's get Goodbye back in here.
Who's in the loser bracket finals?
Goodbye.
Okay. So now it's a rematch of what we saw earlier.
I suppose.
Where Goodbye tried to cheese Asia QC. That failed, but then Asia QC kind of just gave up 2 drops into Goodbye.
Yeah. Um. Okay, so Pride. What is pretty strong. Goes Hydra's that early is super greedy. Going Hydra's that early is super greedy. Yeah, I mean, Hydra's at 6 minutes isn't the problem. I don't think the problem was he didn't have a Baneling speed, and he didn't make a lot of army. Like, I don't know. Like he saw all those Marines go in and kill the Ovi. I feel like that was his game to. Was his. I don't know. I feel like that was, his game to lose. Like, he saw, like, okay, my opponent's got a shit ton of Marines. He's probably making medevacs. He saw the reactor on the starport. All he had to do was make some banglings to compensate. But he didn't.
Listen, I think it's a tough hold. It's like 2-on-1's like the equivalent of like a 3-Rex.
Sure, but
versus
like,
Protoss.
but he saw it. He knew what his opponent was doing, and he had time to react to that, and he just didn't.
In general, I don't get people who make Hydras early. I think Hydras are good if you're like your opponent's like
It's
playing super defensive and
but,
you're
like,
like a big timing.
That's the thing. It
in
wasn't
general.
that early. It's the issue is he didn't make Evo chambers, and he didn't make, especially didn't make Bane speed. He should have had Bane speed started the second his lair finished.
Yeah.
So 2000 is the first map.
Okay. Alright. I think we're gonna see a more defensive style from AsiaQC after playing Goodbye once and kind of figuring out that Goodbye is a little cheesy.
Maybe it is a best of 3, so
Listen, I get a feeling for Zergs. And when I see a Zerg cheese 3 games in a row, I tend to get a feeling that that's his playstyle. There's playstyle.
yeah.
I feel like Protoss who cheese is like kind of comes with the race, like everyone's gotta know a few cheeses just to like get by. But Zergs, I feel like a lot of them are like all or nothing. They either like cheese all the time or like play super macro at this level.
All right, in this best of 3, in the top right, as the blue Terran, we have AsiaQC.
And in the bottom left, we have the yellow Zerg. Goodbye.
Who's going gas first. Very interesting.
Alright, I think we're gonna get like some kind of like
So,
some cheese, some
'cause
kind
he's
that
not-
I've never seen
Is he
before.
going pool now? Yep.
Yeah.
So
It's
gas.
like a 12-11.
Yeah, 12-11.
He's now getting his drones.
Yeah. I'm guessing he's gonna go 14, and then he's gonna make an OB. Yep, here comes the OV. Let's see what AsiaQC has learned. Not gonna be a proxy hatch this time though.
Not a proxy hatch, but like I don't love these like really early pools versus Terran.
I mean, you could. It can work. It's just like you gotta make sure your timing is really tight, and you know when to pull back and when it's not working. Otherwise, you'll be like super behind. And if your opponent like is smart, then they'll know exactly how to counter it. All right, we got 8 Lings here. Looks like he's just sending them all as they come out. Or maybe not. It looks like there's a couple hanging back, and now they're going.
Well, now it's gonna get spotted by the SCV, no?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it
no,
looks
they're
like they're
just
going
missing.
different paths. Hatch has gone down. There's 2 Lings at the top of the ramp. Droning up behind this. Lings stopping at the Zelnaga tower for some reason. SCV is pulling back a little bit. Lings going over here to the third. It looks like they're just. Did that Reaper see them? I don't think he did. I think he just barely missed them. Lings are going in past the Reaper. Oh, they could do a ton of damage here if they just go in. Ooh. At least he can, deny this. Gotta kill the SCV. Make him cancel it at least. Yeah, kills that. He's gonna have to... Yeah, try and make him cancel the... Those are speedlings. They do have link speed. They're gonna catch that OV before he can jump back up. Bunker going down. Natural gets canceled.
Okay. And I feel like we have a deja vu where Terran is on the high ground, and there's not much a one base Zerg.
Yeah, I think Goodbye should just pull back and macro up. He's already been macroing behind this. I think that's good. He just needs to keep at it and just make sure he pays attention to what his opponent's doing. He's moving his Overlord up to the pillar. That's good. He's got another Overlord kind of in an interesting spot here. I don't know what this is for. I'm guessing he's going to try and go inside the main.
He's sending his links back, seeing if he can deny the natural anymore. But I think he's underrating how safe
Why is he
AGCC
doing?
plays.
He keeps going in. I think Asia QC was a bit hasty to put down 2 bunkers. Seems like that's a little bit of an overreaction. Is he? I wonder if he's getting Banelings because he's trying to go for a Baneling bust or not. This seems a little early, or maybe he just wants to have them out because he knows his opponent is going 2-1-1 again.
I think it overreacts again.
Yeah, he's like... He is making the command center. I suppose, like... I don't know. I feel like if you're going to make your CC on the high ground, you should keep... I guess he's still making SCVs. But, yeah, just keep making SCVs so they can go down with the base and take it. Alright, we got the third done for Goodbye. He's got more Lings, more drones. He's got OV speed on the way, which kind of surprises me. Is he going for a Nidus, maybe? No way. If he was going for a Nidus, he probably would have started the lair by now. Instead of going for...
Drop.
Maybe. He could do a Bane drop or something, because he does have a Baneling nest. Okay, he's going in to scout with his OV. A little late to scout with an OV, but, I mean, he knows his opponent's going to be on one base, so... Nothing too weird. Gets in there, gets a full... Looks like he gets a full scout off. Widowmine burrowed at the top here. I think he should salvage one of these bunkers. He really doesn't need it anymore. Is he going to go for another drop?
Salvage both of them. They're useless at this point.
Yeah. Is he going to go for a drop?
Yeah, he's gonna do his classic double drop.
No, he's just trying to chase the OV, I think. He might try and go for a drop. I think he should focus on macroing up and staying at home for now. Like, just play very conservatively. I think...
His double drop's going in.
If he goes in at the right angle, he might not get spotted until it's too late. He might be able to actually do a lot of damage. But if he goes in at the top... It's like, there's no Overlord here. He's in the perfect position to just go into the main. Yeah, you can go into the main, just drop right here. There's no Banelings. Yeah, he's just stim. Yeah, shred them. He loses a couple. I guess there's still just too many Lings, or the Marines just didn't come out fast enough. Yeah, that's too many Lings. Gotta pull back. I'm surprised he didn't go in deeper. He dropped a little early. Can't you drop all of the Marines at once, or is that not true?
No, you can't drop them all.
Oh, okay. I don't know what I'm talking about, sorry. I don't do a lot of drop play. Smart of him to seeing that single link, but oh, this Widow Memer! Ooh, got quite a few. That tank's gonna die. Oh, SCV's gonna... Attack with the SCVs! Attack with the SCVs! I don't know why he just, like, had them stand there and let them get hit. Like, I know they were gonna die anyway, but it might as well try and do some damage. Maybe save a little bit more. Those Marines are making a big push, taking out some OVs here. Queens are not enough to defend this. This actually is gonna be really brutal, potentially.
Okay. I don't like the second drop that's just shooting the third. I think he should get
he
in
needs
the
to go
mineral
get
line.
those, get the drones. The natural is
Get
not
in the
the,
mineral line, man.
the third is not the most important thing in this situation. He's killing those queens is not good. Bailey's gonna make some sick hits
He
here.
should be getting in a lot of drones that got to live because he was paying attention.
He can go chase those down if he wants to, or just go into the... Yeah, he's not gonna kill that. Oh, no, he will. He'll kill it. I'm sure... Why did Goodbye go in with his lings there? He should have morphed them into those into Banes. Oh, now he's got Banes. He's... Okay, Bane speed's done for him. He's taking a very aggressive gas base. I actually kind of like that. It's kind of cool to see. He's also getting a line base down here at the bottom at the 5 o'clock base.
Meanwhile, we don't see a third from...
Asia is just
Asia
so
QC.
reliant on his drop play. It's unfortunate because, like, I feel like if his drop play is not terrible, but it's like he needs to do more than that. Like, I don't think that's gonna work for him here. He's also got a lot of energy banked up. I'd love to see him drop some more mules, especially now that he knows his opponent has like 5 bases. He's going into the main again. He is doing some damage here, killing some lings. He needs to pick up. He needs to pick up. That's too many lings. You're not gonna live that with just 7 Marines. You gotta run home. He's going for another drop. It's just all drop play from him. He just doesn't do anything else. I don't understand.
Yeah. I'm like not loving this, but at the same time, if he can get them all on the ground, I don't think he should split the drops up. Because I think right now his advantage is just having a much bigger army.
Yeah.
He's just gotta walk across and just
There goes that.
fight straight on. He doesn't want to have to split up.
Okay. Goodbye needs to get those lings over there ASAP before that hatch dies. No, he's stopping. What? Is he just cool with that base dying? Okay.
I think he thinks he doesn't have enough.
No,
Which is
he
probably
could
right.
have. I think he could have done that. He had Banes already. That he has Bane speed. They're not going to be off creep that long. Now he just lost a base, which I mean he's still way ahead of his opponent, but still. And now Goodbye's got as big of an army as his opponent does, and is ahead by like over 10 workers. And Asia QC
Is he
needs to
more
bring
mines here?
that drop back. He's still sending the drop in. I don't understand. Kills the CC. Tanks are getting munched alive. Bane's going in. Killing all of these SCVs. 15, 19, 22 SCVs go down. 23. Lots of supply depots dying here. Repairs on the supply depots at the top.
Well,
Marines.
he's taking down Goodbye's fort.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's...
Definitely not worth it.
It doesn't seem worth it. He is ahead in terms of losses, but Asia QC's economy is just still so behind, especially after that. He's got, like, such a fraction of what his... Oh, that was not great. Those Banes. And this double drop, all these Marines getting completely surrounded and chewed up. I don't get it. He's so insistent on his drop play. His opponent's getting cracklings. His opponent's getting burrow. He's getting +2/+2. He isn't even making hydras. He's only been making Ling Bane this whole time, and his opponent's just totally cool with it.
Yeah.
Like Asia QC could absolutely counter this. He just needs to make some marauders to just like tank these Bane hits, and I think he'd be fine. But he's just so insistent on drop play with his Marines. He's made 1 Widow Mine, and it actually killed a decent number of Zerglings. And, like, I don't understand why he hasn't made more. Like, he has so much gas. He has 1,000 gas, 1,200 gas. and he's just not doing anything with it. Now he's getting concussive shells, but like, why did he drop that last Marine? Like, Marines are
It's
great.
interesting that, like,
Wait, he's just
goodbye
now
his
getting
defense.
Inchi based at 11 minutes? What? Sorry, you were saying?
I think it's interesting that Goodbye plays super cheese at the beginning and then just defensive from then on.
I mean, I don't blame him. His opponent has done nothing but drops. He doesn't need to be aggressive.
Yeah.
His opponent is letting him just completely macro up and take all of the bases he needs to take. He's got a macro hatch in his main. He's got Hive Tech. He's getting Ultralisks now. And I don't even blame him. It's like your opponent hasn't made anything that like Ultralisks are going to really struggle with, except for the occasional siege tank, which he keeps at home the whole time. Baneling's going in. These tanks are just like doing, I would argue, doing more friendly fire than they are taking out lanes.
That's
21, another
Down to
21
16
workers.
workers.
Yeah, it's such just fucking awful, man. Marine's doing some decent damage here, but the reinforcements are, that's so many Banelings. How many Banelings? That's 19 Banes. Not that it even matters, he loses everything anyway. Right.
GG.
Yeah, there's the GG. I was kind of hoping we'd see the Ultralisk pop out.
Can you build an Ultralisk?
He did build an Ultra Den, yeah.
That's funny.
I don't blame, like, it's like, okay, I got all this money, I got all these bases, what else am I gonna do with it? My opponent's only anti-armor unit is tanks. Might as well make an Ultra. He's got plenty of money for it. It's like, if he just made some, like, his drop play is fine. It's like, it's pretty solid, I would argue. But BE. What is BE? Berlingrad? Is BE Berlingrad? Oh, Berlin. Okay, there we go.
Hey.
My food is here. I will now have a burger to consume. Okay,
We're gonna find out if Asia QC is a one-trick pony, or if he's got other
I hope
builds versus
I
Zerg.
hope he's not. Like, I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with being a one-trick pony. Like, it happens. There's things you excel at, and that will sometimes carry you. But you gotta diversify. You can't just be good at one thing. Otherwise, you're never gonna be able to grow long-term. You'll only go as far as that one thing will carry you, and that's not necessarily very far.
Well, so far it's gotten him to Diamond 1.
Yeah, and that's pretty good, right? Like, that's really good. But, like, is he gonna get to Masters or GM because he has good drop play? No. He's gonna have to learn other stuff, and I'm sure he will. It's just unfortunate to see that, like, seems to be the extent of it. I'm sorry, I'm grabbing a burger.
I actually think it makes the life of the Zerg easier, because the Zerg knows he can just sit back and defend.
Alright,
And you're just gonna throw your army into them.
in the top left, we have Asia QC as the blue Terran.
Yeah, and the bottom right, we're back with the red Zerg. The cheeser of all cheesers. Goodbye.
I mean, can we call that last game cheese, really?
Yeah.
I mean, it was cheese. Oh, it looks like we're getting another proxy hatch. Or he's scouting?
No, he's proxy hatching. He doesn't. This person.
Is he
I
gonna?
told
Oh,
you,
he's
these Zergs.
No, what? He's gonna deny his opponent's natural.
I think he was hoping to get in after the SCV went by. But
He can still go
He's
inside the
different.
main if he wants to.
yeah, but he's gonna make maybe something inside the main.
Alright, I hope everyone likes mukbangs because I'm going to be eating this burger while I'm casting. Very professional It's like that 3 hour or 4 hour game where people were making back when fucking Swarmhost made unlimited locusts, just constantly, where like the casters ordered a pizza. What is this drone doing?
He's just
Denying the wall, I guess. And the pool is pool before gas, but otherwise this doesn't look that weird.
It was also pool before hatch.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, it was. Excuse me. I don't think he's gonna. Yeah, he's not gonna really deny it, the anything. Like he didn't delay the second supply depot by that much.
Well, it's a really late gas.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the point of the drone is. Maybe it's just to annoy him. Like, just throw him off mentally.
Yeah, sometimes you just do something weird your opponent hasn't seen before. And people, like, on the fly kind of make bad decisions.
Yeah.
Even though it's not doing much.
Back in
I was taking a third with that. With an injured drone.
Makes sense.
It was a pretty early third.
Yeah, back in when I played fighting games, they would call that mind games. Where, like, you just do stuff to psych out your opponent. It's not necessarily, like, good on its own, but it gets your opponent to, like, in a headspace where it's easier to read them or easier to manipulate them into doing what you want.
So, he did, like, a pull first into a weird drone harass. Into a really early third.
He hasn't pulled his drones off gas, which I don't... is interesting, so I'm guessing he's gonna, like, maybe go into roaches? Or hard into beans.
I'm thinking he's gonna tech into lair. Oh no, he's got the roach and roach form.
Alright, we got some cars, got some Hellions.
Okay, so we got some interesting gameplay. We got some switching it up. Although Agent QC is playing super defensive again, getting his high ground.
He needs to expand. He's getting Banshees and Banshee Cloak.
Good. Jeez.
Alright, let's see what these Hellions do. Alright, Ling's making their way across the map. I don't know what he expects to gain by this, because there's a lot of cars here.
What was he trying to do with the roach form?
Maybe he just saw the cars and he's doing it reactively, which...
No, roach form before the cars. Floating a lot of larvae. Like a lot.
Yeah, 7. Not ideal. At this stage in the game, when he should be making more... Oh, he's supply cap, that's why. He's got some spores going down. Interesting call. Well, oh no, because of the Banshees.
He's got the lair. Okay, nice cancel.
Yeah, but he didn't really... It wasn't that far along, so I mean, sure, money's money, but I question how valuable that was.
Well, it's just delaying the third, you know?
Yeah, he's technically behind with 300 resources lost and 12 units versus 200 for his opponent. It was even lost. He lost 2 SCPs versus 12 Lings. Not a horrible trade. Those roaches are sure defending. unless he's going Roach Ravager, which against Terran I'm not really a fan of. I'm really uncertain as to why he would do this, because like Roach Ravager, Roach Hydra or Roach Ravager Hydra is like really easy to defend with if you've got tanks, but at the same time,
the Banshees went down so quick.
Pardon?
He just took down his Banshees, lost his 2 Banshees in like 2 seconds.
Oh, I didn't even see. Where did he send them?
Sent them into the main, but into the Nat, but goodbye morphed Nova Lord.
Overseer, yeah.
Overseer.
Alright, got +1/+1
He
on the way from
morphed Nova
Asia.
Lord into Overseer.
Asia QC's got +1/+1 on the way. We got Hydra speed and Roach speed on the way from Goodbye. He also has Overseer speed. We also have Stim wrapping up. Stim was very late today, or this match, but he's about to get it. Ravager's on the way. More tanks are needed, but well, more tanks are on the way, I guess. What do we got? We got more barracks going down. We got a combat shield on the way. Stim is finished. We got a pickup. Is he going for more drop play? Come on, man.
Well,
This is bad. They're at his front door. No, pull him back. Pull him back. Don't know. I mean, it is going to be hard for him to push in with with all those tanks. He might be able to bile them down, but
the timing on this drop is actually
I think he pulled way too many SCVs. He might can get him to come home. We'll see. There's nothing at home to defend this, though. So
Yeah.
it may actually work out for him. We got Hydra range on the way. No all-army upgrades have even been started by Goodbye yet, which is kind of surprising. But he is going home to defend the third. He's going to lose quite a few drones here. Jesus, 9 drones dead. Third is going to go down, which is not good. Zergy, they generally tell you avoid losing your fourth, and he just lost his third, so not great. Probably the best drop we've seen all day. Some changelings getting dropped over here. Hydra's pulling, or not Hydra's, Medevac's pulling back. Medevacs go down, a lot of Marines go with them. Only 7 Marines left, heads back into the main, or heads back home. Well, no, he heads back to the corner. Another base going down. The remaining drones are being sent to mine at the 4th. Lings and Roaches making their way across the map. He needs to get that armory and that supply depot up really fast. Sending in some changelings to scout. I think that's good. Gets a scan off. He knows those are changelings. He's going out to sending a lot of units to kill just 2 changelings. I think that's kind of crazy. He is going for a drop though. He is gonna kill a couple queens here, but it's not quite as good as the last one. Sadly, lost a lot there. He can't believe he sent like 3 medevacs worth of marines to kill 2 changelings. Changelings only have 1 hit point once they transform. They do not have a lot of life. Picks up lifts off the orbital, pulls it back. Eats a couple of biles,
I think
but
at
it's
this
okay.
point,
No, pull those
Goodbye
SCVs
is
back.
chill.
Oh, he's so lucky that that army did not stick around.
At this point, if I was Goodbye, I'd probably chill because the position.
Oh
on
no!
the top
Oh
of the
no!
map
Oh
there,
no!
very
Oh
hard.
no! Goodbye has no map vision at all. His creep spread isn't good either. He's going to end up eating a lot of drops here if he doesn't adjust. Because his last game, his map vision was pretty solid. Like, at least near his bases. But here, he barely has any creep spread. He barely has any map vision.
If I was Goodbye, I'd probably get a few more hatches.
Yeah, he needs to get that hatchery back. It wouldn't hurt to throw down a macro hatch, but because he does have a lot of minerals, it wouldn't hurt to get some more
And he
gas.
keeps on going to the other side of the map. Well, just letting those drops get in.
Yeah, like he's not really building any static defense or anything because he's not. What he really needs is map vision. He's about to just get attacked in his 3rd here. Like, this is a hell of an army he's got here, but so Asia's doing the smart thing. He's pulling back, letting the tanks do the work. He's gonna lose this orbital here, which sucks, but like compared to the damage he's doing at home at his opponent's main, he's lucky. Like, Goodbye is lucky that he doesn't have his lair there. Because, like, I mean, it still sucks to use your natural lost 7 workers. Super Mega
He's
games
setting
are
his units one at a
close
time in a row.
on the wings of flying ultras. Are you furious you're killing me? Who's winning? Goodbye is up a point, but I don't like his chances this game. He keeps losing hatcheries. Like, he was doing really good against the drops in the last 2 games he had against Asia QC, but now he just seems to like eating these drops for breakfast. Like, he just doesn't have any map vision, and so the drops just hit him hard. And now we're actually seeing like tanks, we're seeing marauders, we're actually seeing some good stuff I think to defend with. Like, tanks going up. Got a lot of tanks here. Those Hydra's not horrible trade against tanks, but certainly not how you ideally want to do it. This game though looks close. Oh yeah, unfortunately, I think Goodbye really has a better chance because he keeps denying his opponent's third, but he keeps eating these drops and losing so many workers. So it's like his production's great, but his economy isn't that great.
Yeah, I also think those tanks are just gonna kill it. Wow.
I did not.
Right.
Yeah, these tanks are putting in a lot of work, and I think it's good to.
There's a reason people don't play Roach Hydra into tanks.
Yeah, like Hydra, it's more because they just cluster up and they are so valuable, and they don't have a lot of health. Whereas with the Roaches, it's just like, well, they're armored, so they're gonna take a ton of damage.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd love to see some Ravagers.
he is. Oh no, those are lurkers, not Ravagers.
Lurkers, I mean.
Oh yeah, no, he's getting lurkers. Lurkers will help.
His
opponent is good about his scans though, and he is terrible about his energy usage, so he'll be okay, ironically.
Yeah, it's not great creep spread here.
No, the creep spread's fucking awful. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make fun of Goodbye, but like, it's like, what is he, Diamond 1?
I don't know.
I don't remember. I know. Either way, for Diamond, I would expect better creep spread than this. This is like what I'd expect from like maybe like a plat or gold player. Like, I feel like, with all due respect, my creep spread's better than this. And I'm not saying that as a flex. My creep spread is bad. Like, this creep spread is not good. He isn't even like being particularly great about stopping the creep spread. It's just that the creep spread has not been happening.
Yeah. Well, he I don't think he even spread. I think he planted 4 tumors.
Yeah.
And that was it.
It looks like 1 tumor has been killed tonight. That may not have even been intentional by Asia.
Yeah.
Why did he scan that? He knew the army was there. That would seem like such of a waste of scan. And infantry armor level 2's finishing up. Yeah, Ling flank is be nice, but all these Lings are going over here to where there's no base.
He should try to get.
These tanks are gonna
360s around.
deal so. These tanks are like mech levels of positioning. That poor SEV.
Well, he's got Vipers now.
Let's see how good his Viper play is. I'd like to see some yoinks. Oh no, this army's gonna get caught. Oh no. Ooh, blinding cloud. That's nice. Alright, more. Dude, that's so many lurkers. 11 lurkers on the way. We got ultras on the way too. Interesting. Sorry for the mouth sounds, everyone. I'm eating a burger and fries. Because I haven't eaten in like fucking 10 hours. Alright, I'm liking Goodbye's chances a lot more now because he's been able to macro up. He's got 88 workers. These poor lurkers are just getting absolutely. Those lurkers are getting absolutely destroyed. Those tanks, no.
Just plot them.
Those tanks got really hurt. I think he needs to ditch the Ravagers though. I don't know what's with the Roach Ravager. Oh my god, he just lost all but one of those lurkers. And the missile turrets just absolutely deleted those. He's just losing everything here, but he keeps going in. Oh
He's
no.
just determined to have those Ravagers.
I just
Where
did.
they are right now.
Oh my gosh.
push.
It's not great. Burrow's on the way. I don't know what good Burrow's gonna do here. Move the tanks up,
Those
bro.
tanks on the high ground are just destroying.
Yeah, like get some tanks up so you can attack at range. Yeah, he's gonna lose some tanks, but they're gonna deal a lot of damage before they go down. Yeah, army's going in. Lost all but one of the lurkers. Or no, but two. Yeah, those lurkers are fucked. Hydras aren't gonna last very long against tanks and marines and marauders like that. But he needs to move these tanks up while he's pushing with his Bioforce. Like his tank placement could be his tank's placement is good, but he needs to move them up. Instead, he ends up overextending a lot, and his bio just dies to his enemy's army that could easily just get killed by shells. More lurkers. It's weird because he was making an ultra cavern. Did he finish it? I don't think he finished the ultra cavern. No, he did. Oh, there it is. I didn't see it. Why did he make that? But he's not making any ultras. Not aside from the fact he has no money. Aside from the fact he has no gas. But this is a very gas expensive army, and he doesn't. He has only 9 extractors. So.
QC's doing a good job of splitting up his army.
Yeah. These Lings were a good call, I think. Scan. Yeah, kill that lurker. Good. Lurker speed is finishing up. We got melee +1 on the way. Bane speed on the way. Honestly thought he should maybe go Ling Bane Hydra Lurker sooner. We got that 4 o'clock base, or no, 2 o'clock base getting killed.
Yeah, it's looking more and more like Asian QC's got this.
Yeah, I feel like Goodbye really like through here. Yeah, he'll clean up the rest of the army with the Hydras, but like that's just numbers at that point. The army comp is like Hydras I think are fine, obviously. And lurkers were too. It's just there's nothing to like kill the tanks, which is Lings. Like there's too many tanks to just go ultra. Like, I think going ultra is the wrong call here. Like, yes, your opponent is making a lot of infantry and a lot of bio, and ultras are good against that, but your opponent has tanks and you're not making a lot of... Well, he's making Lings now.
At this point, he's mostly marauders, right? Like a lot of marauders.
Yeah, he's got a lot of marines, too. Look at him. He's got 21 marines, 6 marauders, 13 tanks. Goodbye's saving grace here is he's got a pretty good economy. And he's able to remax pretty quick. Oh, he could just jump on these tanks. That's free. Bro, those lurkers. Bro, those lurkers. Pull back. Just. No, go up. Defend your base. Defend your base. Why is he holding back? Go send your bio army up there. Oh my god, he's going to attack the lurkers. Yes, that was the priority, the lurkers, not the ones attacking your fucking base. I'm sorry, I don't want to be mean, but come on. I don't know why the lurkers are his priority. Like, yes, lurker is scary and lurker bad, but like that's a lot of Hydralisks that would take a lot of damage from the bio compared to the lurkers when he can just readjust. Like, the time it takes him to get around this is first, I don't know, taking out 3 lurkers is not worth losing 2 bases and potentially a bunch of SCVs to me. Infantry armor level 3 wraps up. We got high sec auto tracking on the way. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. The best upgrade in the game, high sec auto tracking. No better upgrade has ever been produced out of an engineering bay.
That's the one that gives planetaries more range.
Planetaries and missile turrets. You only really get it late game when you have basically everything else. I'd love to see some liberators. There we go. We got 2 libs on the way. I was gonna say it's like you should get liberators and liberator upgrades before you get high sec auto tracking. High sec auto tracking is what you get when you don't have any better upgrades to get and you have a shit ton of money.
Okay.
Oh, this army's gonna hit hard. He does not have enough tanks to deal with this. But that is a lot of Bioforce attacking his base, so this is gonna be a heck of a base trade. That planetary, he needs to repair that. Planetary's doesn't have a lot of, well, he's got scans, so he'll be fine. He's gonna lose some of his production here, but the base will be okay.
Keep a lurker there, you know.
The problem is he can just scan it because he'll know it's there.
Yeah, you want to keep your opponent preoccupied.
Sure. Oh yeah, he's got to back up. He can't he just go to the low ground. Can't fight that. Ooh, tanks getting picked off by the Hydras, but the Hydras are taking a lot of damage too. And these Hydras are free. Well, maybe not. Now they're free. Yeah, good. That's some good Venn diagram shit right there. This man took Algebra 2, baby. All right.
Goodbye's on the run.
Yeah, goodbye is
Actually, I think he's down in bases.
He is. He's got what, four? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, he's about to have 5. But yeah. Meanwhile, our man Asia has 2 planetaries, about to have 3, 2 CCs, and a how many orbitals? 3 orbitals. So yeah, we've got 7. That CC's done. He might could repair it and save it, but he's just letting it die.
Easy.
Oh, that sucks. I think he could have saved that if he really wanted to, but it's whatever. This bio army's coming in. Hopefully it can. No, go get. He knew where they were going. He has a sensor tower. All right, got a drop here. Ultralisks are coming out now. You know, Goodbye still has more workers than his opponent. Burrow is being researched again. For what purpose, I do not know. And maybe it's for the drops, because like what I'll do sometimes is if I have a lot of money and I'm in the late game, I'll research Burrow and I'll burrow my drones the second that any kind of harassment or run by or drop happens. And then usually
after you steal a base, you use a link to burrow under their base.
Well, sure,
They
but
can't
like
retake it.
I guess he could do that, but I don't think that might be why he's doing it.
So then they have always to scan in order to land their CC.
There's so many Hydralisks. This army is so gas heavy. Like, your opponent's going heavy on tanks, my G. You do not want to go focused on Hydralisks right now. You want to go focus on them. Oh my gosh, this is a horrible position for Goodbye. Sandwiched between 4 tanks, 2 libs, and a planetary? Yeah, and that's the GG. We're gonna have full set, ladies and gentlemen.
I think I'm done for tonight.
Alright, I'll see you later, man.
Alright, have a good one.
My cat's being annoying.
Alright, have fun on stream.
See ya. Thanks for your casting, man.
Pleasure.
Alright, once I get loaded back in here. See what map 3 ends up being. That last trade was really not great. It's a shame because he had the Ling, so he could have totally scouted it too. What were the bans again? I forgot. I forgot what map 3 was supposed to be. So they banned Curious, Blackburn Hard, and Pride. Pride, Curious, Blackburn, Hardwire. Wait, what did they say? Black. Wait, did they say that was... Or, yeah, no, it's man. Ben map. Okay, wait. Let me look. Come on. Curious, Blackburn, Hardwire, Ride. We did 2000. We did Berlin. You get Litter. That's right, Litter. Alright, looks like we're gonna take 3. Goodbye needs to take a bit of a break here. The Zerg meat grinder did a lot of pulverizing, yes. He definitely did a lot of damage. Like, it wasn't a bad game, but like, I think just his army comp at the end was not great. Oh, WC. Oh, yes, he's the bathroom. I feel like I didn't get as many fries as I usually do, but whatever. Alright. Alright. Be right back. Sorry, I wanted to get my French fry and burger grease off my hands before I... What was the transition off Hydras? He went into Lurkers and then into Ultras, which I thought was a weird call because he knew his opponent had a ton of tanks. Transitioning into either one of those is valid, but when your opponent's going tank, I think Lurker makes more sense, personally. And I don't think, Vipers were a good idea, he just didn't use them enough. Like, he used them for, I think I saw one Blinding Cloud and that's it. I didn't see any Yoinks. And, he didn't even need Vipers. He could have just made Lings. If he had made more Ling, like, if he had gone 80% Ling and 20% Hydra instead of 80% Hydra and 20% Ling, I think he would have been fine. Like, he would have completely killed all of those tanks, especially if you microed. Anyway, bottom left, we got Asia QC with a single point to his name. And we have Mr. Goodbye as the Red Zerg. I hope I don't sound angry. I'm not angry at Goodbye. I just I feel like the answer to tanks typically is Lings, because Lings are melee units and they're fast, so they're going to close the gap really quick and do a lot of damage to the tanks, since siege tanks have a minimum firing range, so they can't attack something that's at melee range. So if they're on the same ground, then you can just swarm them. And now we're seeing a proxy hatch to block here, which I think is interesting. Mr. Goodbye, he lives by the dairy. He lives by the cheese, he dies by the cheese. Alright, and then this drone's in here to harass the SCVs. I don't think that's going to go as great for for Goodbye as he thinks it is. SCV making its way across the map. I'm interested to see how this natural is gonna go, because again, we got bunkers going down, we got Marines coming out. Orbital morphing, we see a gas block, but let's see. The Vipers are on the army hotkey. We're on the army hotkey, so they just flew in and died. Yeah, that I can't see hotkeys from this overlay, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Which, yeah, that's not good. You need to. Yeah, also that, yeah, Broodlords wouldn't have hurt. I don't think it's what he should have done. I think he should have like, well, if you can't micro Vipers, just go Lingbane Hydra Lurker, and you would have been fine. But he didn't do that. He just did not make enough links. He made a shit ton of Hydras, and they would just get close to the, tanks and get shredded, because they clump up too much. All right, we got a spine in the back here, which I think is a weird call. I don't like this. It's too close. If it was further back, I think I'd respect this a little bit more. But he is delaying this, and he is going to have roaches right here. But at the same time, it's going to be way easier to shell this when the tank comes out. He's going to start making a tank. Oh no, he's going Cyclone first. Oh, he's so lucky this wasn't Lings. I'm sure he knows it wasn't Lings, but like, well, probably has an idea it was Lings. Did he see that? No, he didn't. He got so lucky this wasn't Lings. If that was Lings, they would have ran right the fuck up there. Or maybe this, maybe Goodbye didn't have vision of it. Ooh, he's trying. You lose a long macro game, always drop a proxy hatch, I'm dead. Oh yeah, stand back, don't get close to that. Don't get close to that spine. Can you use lock-on on static defense? I actually don't know. Can Cyclones use lock-on buildings? That is a question I would like to be answered. Will this match answer it? Probably not. Oh, it can! Sick. It can even do it while it's unburrowed. Amazing. Oh! Those biles were not great. I don't know why he didn't shoot those at the barracks. The creep spread's gonna be annoying to deal with. I would maybe drop, yeah, no, you could drop another mule. You don't really need the scans right now. Going after the egg was or the cocoon, excuse me, was a weird call. All right, we got the reactor going down again. I'm surprised he's not putting down another supply depot right there. But maybe he's just trying to be efficient with his spending. Maybe he's willing to risk it. Yeah, if he just moved this up a little bit further, or made another tank, I think he could just shell this from a distance. I don't know. I don't know a ton about Terran, but I'm liking Asia QC's positioning a little bit better here. I think he's starting to feel out his opponent. Yeah, this tank is now in range. It's going to start shelling. It's going to do a lot of damage to this. It's forcing him to engage. Ooh, almost eats those biles. Not bad dodging them, actually. This cheese is over. He's going to lose so much here. He has delayed this heavily. The creep is not great because the creep gives him a lot of vision. Oh, it gets this. The Broodlings get the Cyclone. I think it's the first time I've seen Broodlings from a building kill units in a long time. Creep is gone. He's gonna need to kill those to put down the base, though. In theory, he could just put it down and move it again later, but you know. Goodbye is now supply capped with the loss of his second base. He's getting a Spire, an interesting decision. I'm guessing he's gonna go for Muta harassment, which against Terran, I'm not sure how I feel about that. He's just waiting for his next scan, I think. Oh no, he's got scan up for scan. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say, he's just waiting for scans and he's just gonna have these guys patrol. He's like, okay, just kill all the creep. Wait for the scan. morph that into a, yeah, upgrade that to an orbital, get you some more scan energy, get all this creep off your base. He's spreading another one to over here. Asia QC going for more drop play. I don't know if that's the right call here. We got some more Ravagers coming up. They're gonna have to be very careful about their positioning, otherwise they're gonna get shelled hard by this tank. I don't know if Goodbye saw those. If he was paying attention to his minimap, he might have. Okay, no, he did. He brought the Ravagers home. He knew what was coming. Oh, thank you for the follow. Here we got Mutas. I don't know how I feel about this. He might can catch him off guard and get quite a few SCVs. But we'll see. You know, both players macroing up. Goodbye is ahead in workers and in income. But, you know, we'll see. This drop is not going well for Mr. Goodbye. These medevacs are absolutely going to get destroyed by these mutas in a minute here. Did he lose any of those mutas? Yeah, he lost 2. Not great. Mutas are not super cheap considering what they can do. But he will get those medevacs, which is nice. Inspired transition is correct, GG. I don't know. I don't agree with that, because Marine good unit. Now he just needs to, he's gonna immediately start building missile turrets. He's gonna get on this tank though. Yeah, I would love to see some Vikings or some Libs. Preferably Liberators, I would think. Are we gonna... no, not. I don't think he has quite enough energy for a scan yet. How much is a scan? Like, what's 50, right? 50 energy for a scan? And it's 50 energy. Yeah, Muta's going in again. Yeah, he's repositioning. Would love to... Yeah, he's putting down another missile turret, which I think is the correct call. More Muta's just getting made. Yeah, I don't know if mass Muta is the right call to go here, my chief. Like, Mutas are good for harassment, but like, you're fighting against Marines in a Terran who now knows you have them, so he's going to, of course, make an absolute... Oh yeah, but he didn't go for the workers. And Mutas are not cheap units. They are expensive. They are very expensive in terms of their gas. And he is saturated on his 2 bases gas, and he's probably going to start saturating his gas at his 3rd as well, so he will be able to make a lot of them, but... And Lingbane Muta is a valid build, it's just that, like, you gotta be really good about harassment, and now this guy's gonna be building missile turrets at every single base he gets. Because he knows you're going heavy on the Mutas. You're not going to be able to get a lot done here. Well, no, maybe not. Missile turrets. Oh, the repair job was not good enough. That's a lot of workers dying. 1 versus Magikarp making Mutas. Oh, that must have been what I heard about the other day. 15 workers going down is not great. Asia QC is now down half the workers of his opponent. Flyer attack level 1 is about to finish up for our Zerg friend here. We also have Banespeed gonna finish up a little bit. A lot of mules got dropped, it looks like, in response. We got a reactor on the way at the barracks. I would, again, he's not making a lot of anti-air stuff. Like, Marines are great, but they can only move so fast versus a Mutalisk, which is way faster. Could maybe stim. Like, just stim over here. Repair, pull the repair job. Oh my god, why does he do that? And then he just leaves them there. He doesn't try to run away at all. Why is he letting this happen? He just let 15 SCVs die. What? I don't understand. Make Vikings. Make Liberators. Make any anti-air. Why are we just seeing Marines and missile turrets at this stage? Like, Marines are good. They can't. They'll do a lot of damage or win in a straight up fight. But like, this is bad. No, you're not gonna be able to fight this. Oh my gosh. I don't understand what's with the armory comps between these two. Oh my god. This is fine. Like Ling and Muta, that's fine. Ling Bane Muta, the Ravagers are left over, so it's whatever. But like this is not great. There's no mines. There's no Vikings to help with the or libs to help with the Mutas. He's gonna like barely hold this. Or no, he has no missile turrets. He's fucked. Never mind. This is over. And then all those Banelings came from behind. Well, I hope y'all like ZVZ, because we're getting in the finals. I tried to avoid it. The should have made a Thor. A Thor would have also been nice, yeah. I would say a Thor would be bad a bit against Lings, but that's never stopped. That doesn't seem to have stopped Ashikisi. He's gonna die to like 40 Banes. Oh, well, he didn't lose to 40 Banes, but he did lose. Let's go back to the bracket. Scott Summers is our man. Where is he? All right. I don't see him in the Discord. Like, I don't know anyone named Scott Summers in our Discord. He's got 10 minutes. It hurts looking at this as unfortunate. I mean, it was fun to watch, but it was also frustrating because it's like, man, if you had just built your army different, you would have been fine. He knew he had mutas, and he just kept making Marines, and I'm just like, why? Apparently, Scott Summers' in-game name is Ass Micro. All right. This is a best of 5, just to keep in mind. So I'm gonna adjust the fan in my room. Not that it's cooled down. When I make mutas, I lose to Marauders. I mean, I can kind of see that because, like, if you just make enough Marauders and send them across the map, like, mutas are gonna have a hard time killing them. It's like in ZVZ, if you make a lot of roaches, and your opponent goes muta and you send them across the map, then like it's gonna take a while for those mutas to kill everything before the Marauders can kill everything. They big brain, they'll make Marauders. I went Master Marine for the Fungals. Curious. Veto. So we're not doing Blackburn or Curious. Alright. Want to do Berlingrad. Go. Okay. Berlingrad, create with mod. West. It's been a long time since I've been able to do the monthly. Normally I hang out with one of my friends tonight, but she's visiting a friend, so that's not happening. So I decided to cast instead. Having a good time. Tomorrow I might do ladder. I might do something else instead, I'm not sure. I think tomorrow would be good to do ladder, because a lot of my viewers are in Europe, and I want to kind of accommodate them, because I know that they, you know, obviously have different sleep schedules. Tweet out that finals are happening. Oh my god, the Stream Deck app is trash. I'll just tweet it from my phone. TweetDeck is like, you're not signed into your account. It's like, yes I am. Our Stream Deck. The Stream Deck app that's supposed to automatically tweet it out when I push a button that finals are starting. Alright, in this best of 5, in the top left we have Mr. Goodbye as the blue Zerg, and in the bottom right we have Ass Micro from TM Gold as the red Zerg. And so far everything looks a little bit normal, except we're seeing potentially a gas trick from Goodbye. I'm not sure. Actually no, he's only getting one, so it might not be the gas trick. Okay, going gas then pool. No hatch yet. Meanwhile, we're seeing a more conventional macro build for Mr. Ass Micro here. I want to say things are favored slightly for Ass Micro because do I sound like a European to you? No. I wasn't saying you're a European. I'm saying that, like, I have people who watch me who are in Europe, a lot of them. Like, half my audience lives in Europe, and so when on the weekends, I want to try and stream towards the middle of the day, because then it's more towards the evening for them. So it's kind of convenient for most of the people who watch me. But anyway, we got a pool, very, very forward pool here towards the edge of the creep. I'm personally not a fan of this, but hey, I don't want to judge too much. Pretty much anyone in this tournament can kick my ass pretty easily. Alright, got Lings on the way, got 6 Lings. Well, 8. Got 2 done. 3 more pairs on the way. Ling speed's on the way. The Lings have been pulled back to the Mineral Line. Let's see if Ass Micro is gonna notice, cause it doesn't look... he is gonna notice that the hatch is late, so I'm hoping he's gonna recognize what's going on. He is putting down a Baneling Nest, so he does, I think, recognize what's happening. Those Lings are taking their sweet time to finish. They are gonna have Ling speed. I would love to see Ling speed also from Ass Micro, but he's sending some Lings to scout. He needs to print more Lings, but he's making drones instead. Is he going for a third? Is he insane? Like, respectfully, sir, you are being Ling flooded. Now is not the time to make drones. Now is and a third. Now is the time to hold your main and get like a spine, get some queens up here and block, because you're about to get completely destroyed. This is too late. It's over already. It's over already. He didn't pull the queen. Oh, you're so lucky he's not going into the main. You're so lucky he's not just he's didn't split his army. Can those Banes finish in time? Nope, not quite. Not quite. It's over. GG. That was... I'm sorry. Respect... He really screwed up there. I'm sorry, like, he saw the hatch was late, but he went for the third anyway. I don't understand. I don't even understand why he sent the 2 lings in. It's like your opponent's not gonna have anything else. Alright, Glittering. Was Glittering one of the ones that was banned? No, they did Blackbone, I'm curious, so. Alright. In the bottom left with a single point to his name, we have Goodbye as the blue Zerg. And in the top right, we have Mr. Ass Micro as the red Zerg. Alright, so far it's looking pretty conventional from Goodbye this time, but Ass Micro is going for 12 pool. With a bit of an early gas in my opinion, but that's fine. That's okay. I usually like to go pool, then I go up to 14, then I get gas, then 14 again, then OV, and then you should be in a good enough timing to where you can make 3 pairs of lings and get either a queen or an OV, and then get your and after you start making your natural, and then you can, like, once you get 100 gas, you can pull. I like to pull 2 drones off of gas and then, like, make ling speed. And then usually, like, depending on what happens, like, maybe make a Baneling nest behind that, maybe just macro up, maybe make more lings if need be. All right, yeah, he's going for Bane nest. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that, Chief. And it looks like Goodbye is going pool and gas before hatch, and his hatch is going to go down now. Ass Micro, I like that I like the aggression. I'm not sure how I feel about it though, because the Baneling nest will probably finish before he gets here, so he could potentially go Baneling and maybe do some serious damage here. But I'm worried that Goodbye is gonna hold this no problem. He's going to have plenty of time to get lings out, and he's himself going for a cheese build, so he's going to be in a better position to hold this than if he was going for a macro build. This is like a pretty even fight right now, depending on how they macro. The Baneling are going to be an interesting situation here. All right, what is Goodbye doing? All right, he's going to go in. These Banelings, if he's not paying attention, are going to be a big problem. Hopefully he's going to see these. Oh, no, he doesn't see them. Okay, now he sees them. He's sending in that one. That one must have accidentally been commanded to detonate. Oh no, it's over. It's over. Okay, maybe it's not over, but, like, this is gonna be so behind. He's gonna be so behind. I didn't know you could cancel when the animation is in that state. That was impressive. Oh, cool. I didn't have my replay. I'll clip it later. I wanted to clip that. That was incredible. I wanted to clip that. I didn't know you could cancel the hatch that late. I thought the second that animation popped, it was too late to cancel or something. But we got a Roach one on the way. The micro here from Goodbye is not great. He's just eating these Banelings. I think this is over for him. That's game. Like, it's like you've lost so much. Like, Ass Micro is wasting his time sending these lings everywhere. Although Ass Micro's not really doing a great job at macroing up, he's just now starting to. You killed your opponent's. Let's see what he does. I don't think he would be. I think it would be smart for him to go in now if he's careful and doesn't just immediately eat these 2 Banes. He immediately ate 2 Banes. He should have just sent the 1 in. Oh, he just should have just sent like 1 ling in to check, just to see. All right, creep is being spread. I don't think that's really the top priority here to spread creep, but whatever, it's fine. It looks like a Baneling got denied there. Roaches are coming out from Ass Micro, but he doesn't really have a ton of gas production here. Not the 1 base macro hatch. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. The 1 base macro hatch is an interesting call. Like, I guess if you want production, that's great, but I don't think the problem is that your production is lacking, especially in ZVZ. The problem is that, especially because you know your opponent cheesed and did a 1 base. Like, you need the income. That's your problem, my friend. Not the fact that you can't pump out as many larvae. These Banelings are going to be all but useless against the... Oh, well, they might be good against these. They're going to soften up these roaches, but I don't think 4 Banelings is enough to kill 3 roaches. Yeah, okay, he's getting the gas. I'm guessing he's going to saturate this with some of the droners. Yeah, 3 drones finish up. I'm sure he's just going to rally these the second it's done. Yeah, rallies 3 to the gas, and now he should have enough gas to be able to pump out roaches, no problem. Fear all ramps. Ooh, yeah, see? Yeah, just get the queen in position, kill 1 more, and you'll be fine. Oh, pull him, pull him, pull him, pull him, pull him. Oh, got 7 of them! That's a shame. It's a shame, because 1 Baneling isn't enough to kill a drone. You need 2. And if he had been able to kill just 1 more, he would have been fine. These lings are not doing well. Ooh, Baneling hits go off. No, that Baneling, just save the Bane. Just save the Bane. Just save the Bane. Just pull it home. Take it home. Why you gotta do this to my boy? I know he's a suicide unit, but you don't gotta treat him with disrespect. That Baneling had hopes and dreams of dying for the cause, and instead it died by just, like, slapping a queen. 4 roaches making their way across the map. I don't know what on earth for. We got roach speed. We got an Evo chamber going down, which is good. You're gonna need that for range upgrades. These roaches and ravagers are about to get absolutely swarmed. Cancel those. Oh, no, I guess they're done. I don't think this is gonna go. Kind of eating his own biles a little bit there. I know they say eat your own dog food, but I don't think that's how you're supposed to do it. I don't think it's supposed to hurt you. So yeah, that didn't work out, and now he's getting ling flooded, and the roaches are just now coming out, and I don't know if there's enough to really make a difference here, because these are going to get swarmed. He needs to pump out lings. Yeah, he's getting some lings, but he just lost 4 workers that he really didn't need to lose. And that's another GG from Ass Micro. Jesus. I feel like he had that. There, he just made some really dumb mistakes. But I get it, I've been there. That bloodlust takes over. Alright, this is potentially final map. We'll see. This is a best of 5. It's a very fast best of 5. Hardwire? Alright. That wasn't one of the banned ones, right? Yeah, it was Curious and Blackburn. Alright. Oh, that's my phone. Phone's fully charged, so I don't need it plugged in anyway. Alright. Final round, potentially. I don't want to get too hasty. I forgot to do a prediction. I do apologize. I normally like to do predictions for finals and semis, but it's whatever. I think I should probably just do it for finals, or at least best of fives, because best of threes I think are a little too short. They have the potential to be really short, and then or really long, and then the best of threes not as prediction's not as interesting. All right. Oh, I know that was the right orientation. Best of five with 2 points. In the top right, we have Mr. Goodbye, hailing from the Southeast Asian country of Korea. And from the bottom left, we have Asmicro, our NA native, I think. I don't know. I actually don't know where he's from, but his account has a rank, so I assume he's from here. And then he's got no points yet. But that could change. We could see a full set, and I kind of want to see a full set because it's been pretty fun. It's a shame I don't have co-caster for finals, so it's gotta talk on my own, which is kind of hard. But it's okay. These matches have been full of cheese, so they're not nearly as boring. Alright, so it looks like Asmicro is upping up with a more conventional build. He's getting his natural, whereas we are seeing Gas Then Pool, 16 Gas Then Pool, I think, from Mr. Goodbye. Now, because of this, I am guessing that the pool will be a bit delayed, so I think it'll give Asmicro more time to get into a position where he can hold this. His pool is once again at the very edge of his creep here. Again, I'm not a fan of this because it's really easy to swarm and surround this versus if you stuck it back here or here, where it's a little harder to cover all of the surface area and your opponent has to go further across your base. I also don't mind when it's here because it also doesn't provide a ton of surface area and it creates kind of a choke that potentially can help protect your lings. But whatever. Hatch is down for Goodbye. Ling speed is on the way. He's got 4 lings on the way, 2 pairs. I'm guessing he's going to make another one here. His Overlord finishes up. He's got a Queen on the way. I like it. Oh, 1 second here. I'm getting a message from the TO about something. We did BO3 for losers finals, right? I'm pretty sure. Fairly certain. Alright, these lings are moving across the map. How many lings he's got? He's got 12 lings. Well, his opponent has 12 lings as well, so I think... Yeah, he scouted it. He knew it was going on. He's got a Baneless on the way. He's got Ling Speed on the way. He's got 2 Baneleys morphing here. I like that. Sorry about that. I got a bit interrupted by the TO. He was asking about something. He's saying like he's saying like losers final is best of 3, and it's like I'm pretty sure we did best of 3 for losers finals. Maybe someone didn't write it down that way, but that's what I'm pretty sure we did. He's asking about the score, but he's apparently not paying attention. Oh, this is bad. Oh, those are some nice Bane hits by Asmicro. The TO is a bit confused. It's okay though. We love him. Thank you, Glacius, for putting this on for us all. This is not losers finals. I wish I could put well, I think you can put a label here, but I didn't. He's messaging me on Discord. But yes, this is winners finals. I may have called it losers finals by accident. If I do, I apologize. But yes, this is winners finals. Ask Micro's name on challenge is not the same as it is in game, and apparently not in Discord either. All right, got more Banes coming out from Ask Micro. Ask Micro is going in with these Lings. I think he's going to potentially get a lot of damage done here if he can. If he doesn't just run face first into these Banes like he did last game, he just pins that Queen to the wall real good there, and he is going to narrowly avoid eating a Baneling to the face, and he's going to send in another Ling to kill that Bane, and hopefully he's going to do a lot of damage. Here he's going to run in, and he's going to eat a Bane. No, he devoids it. Ooh, yeah, get that Baneling in there. Oh, doesn't quite go off on the right target. 3 Banelings come out. One of those goes off. Send those Banelings in, detonate them on each other. Oh, he does lose a couple there. This is what I'm here for. Ask Micro proving that his name is ironic, like calling a fat dude tiny. Well, fat dude's slim. It's usually a short dude you call tiny. Ooh, 5 drones go down there. The natural is dead for Mr. Goodbye, and I think he is going to struggle to come back from this. More Lings are on the way, and he's just going to munch all of these drones like it's a giant buffet. And these drones are now attacking, but 12 drones have gone down. 16, and it's a WW, which I don't know what that means. Maybe that means something in, maybe that's a Korean thing. I don't know. Maybe G and W are next to each other on the Korean keyboards. Oh, all right, that's a good run back there. Did he ban? No, he didn't ban Pride. It was yeah, I was curious. Blackbone and Curious. Curious is even on Zerg, but I guess it makes Cheese a lot harder to deal with because of the short travel distance. Waiting for Goodbye to confirm that he's ready. Alright. I always like to make sure. You never know. I one time started a game and a guy wasn't ready, and I kind of felt bad for him. We had to remake that game. All right. In the bottom right, with 2 points to his name, is Mr. Goodbye as the blue Zerg, and in the top right, or top left, excuse me, we have Ass Micro as the red Zerg, who is making his droners and getting an Ovi. Meanwhile, Goodbye is at 14 drones and is getting a pool at the edge of his creep. I think most of the time he's putting it back here, like behind the mineral line. But, you know, that's fine. Excuse me. So a 14 pool it is. We got an Ovi on the way. Oh man, I'm very full. Shouldn't have eaten so much. No gas, so I guess we're not getting Ling speed yet. OV's making their way across the map, except this one. This one's just going here. We got the natural going down. Maybe to fake the appearance that it's normal timing, but I think he'll notice. If he's paying attention to his OV, because Pride is a large map, maybe he won't notice until it's... I don't know. 12 pools are kind of hard. This is a big map. Like, this is one of the biggest... I think this is the biggest map in the current map pool. It is... it is not necessarily a map that's great for cheesing. He will have much more time. Asmacro will have much more time to get his units out before. Wait. Goodbye isn't making any lings. I don't understand. Why did he go pool first if he wasn't gonna cheese? I'm confused. Did he change his mind? Is it to trick him, to make him think he's cheesing? Because he's gonna get up here. You shouldn't put this on the pervert pillar in ZVZ, but it's fine. You should check and then pull it back here, so that way when the queens come to kill it, it can run away. But if you do it here, then the queen's just gonna follow it. Yeah, see, the queen's just gonna come kill this in a second. Once the overlord makes its way over here, it's gonna come over here, and then the queen's gonna kill this because you should have come here and then pulled back, and then now your overlord's gonna die. You're gonna get supply caps, but it's not a big deal. It's fine. We got a Baneling Nest on the way. The queen is now attacking this overlord, and it might not die, but it's definitely not gonna provide as much vision as it could have if he had just stayed back here. Because ideally you just want to see stuff coming out, and he has to kind of come out this way unless he's doing some weird stuff. And hopefully Asmicro has seen this. It looks like he was going for 2 base Roach, and he just forgot to make Lings to help protect himself. But he is pulling the drones back, and he has 3 queens to protect him here. He is morphing a Spine Crawler. Sadly, he will lose his natural. Asmicro is pulling back. I don't really felt like he needed to there. I feel like he could have attacked this and been fine. Can this see those? Yeah, it can. Just completely swamping those. Yeah, just you're fine. Just kill this. Just kill that. No, you're fine. You can just melt that. Yeah. We got another spine coming out here. Broodlings chasing the Lings and the Banes away. Why would you sacrifice that? They are on a timed life. Lings and the Bane's going in. Hopefully he can at least make a good connection with the Bane. Gets a drone. A lot of those dying, unfortunately. I think he should hang back. It looks like we are seeing a Spire from Mr. Goodbye here. Hopefully, it's going to be hard to go Muta off of this because you only got the 2 bases. Even with 2 gas, you're going to be pretty limited. Well, we see a lair in this series. Well, there you go. There you go, Mr. Furious Joy. There's your lair. Alright, the spines are moving up. The creep tumor is fortunately keeping all of the creep from that last natural from going away. It looks like we're seeing a lot of Ling Bane fighting here. Fortunately, Mr. Goodbye has a lot of slow Lings. Mutas are nice, but I don't think it's going to help much here. Like, he's going to have very limited mineral income. Gas income is nice to have, but I would think Mr. Asmicro would realize that something fishy is going on. Someone holding their main this hard is clearly up to something. He does seem to realize, because he is building spores at his main and his natural, which I think is the smart call, and now he can see the Spire for sure, so yeah. I do not think mutas, when you are down a hatch and have lost this many workers, this is great. Goodbye is now back up in workers by a couple. Not a huge lead. He has gotten more gas, which is going to be vital if he is going to focus on mutas. Lair is being morphed by Asmicro, and I'm sure he is going to throw down a Hydrodin as soon as that's done. I would love to see him make more queens. He has the money for it. I don't know why he is continuing to stick on... Okay, there we go. We got another queen. Oh, he was supply capped. That's why he didn't do it, I'm sure. Not like this. I wanted to see a lair. Sees it because of a Muta all in. Not like this. Why are there 6 drones? There we go. I was gonna say, I was like, don't do that. All right, fucking 4 mutas, six mutas out here gonna end the game somehow against fucking 4 queens, 5 queens. And 2 spores. He's gonna get the Ovies. which that's nice. You'll delay your opponent slightly while they just make more overlords. In the meantime, he will continue to tech up and get hydras behind this and start to get upgrades, I'm sure. And who knows, maybe he'll even pull some drones and make some additional spores if he feels like it. He doesn't, I don't think he needs to. He can just keep making queens. We're getting +1 flyers, which is nice. But again, I'm like, your opponent's just gonna make hydras. I'm surprised he didn't. Well, that's a lot of spines. I was gonna say he should just A move across the map, but like, that's a lot of spines. He could. I think he should A move. He should scout and see if he can do something here, because he could totally A move across the map and kill this base, no problem, with just what he has. Like, mutas aren't enough to deal with that. See, there's like 3 queens up here. He ain't got shit. He's gonna do a lot of damage, but he just needs to back up. Oh, he's got a what? I mean, I guess you can do that. Nidus is not what I was. Nidus against Muta is not what I was expecting. It works. It's just, I don't know. I think that's kind of a dumb move. Ling Scout gonna get killed by these Mutas or not? It's fine. Roach speed finishing up. We got Hydra range, which I don't think Hydra range is the priority here versus getting speed. But hey, Hydras are Hydras. This is also a very precarious position for that Hydra den. Muta's moving, just patrolling. Nidus popping up over here. Oh, so that's what the Ling was for. It was for a quick transfer out. That way he can't scout it. Not that his Overlord placement was impeccable, but hey, it's nice to have. And here come the Roach Ravagers and the Queens. And that base is completely fucked. And those Mutas, if he's smart, will just send them across the map. But it looks like he is paralyzed with fear, which is understandable. Goodbye is lost a very important base and is now has a bunch of Banes here, which unfortunately are not going to go off on anything important and will just be eaten mostly by those roaches. And for some reason, Mr. Ass Micro is insistent on fighting into the Queens and Spines. He is not really making much behind this. He is banking up. Okay, now he's gotten some more roaches. He did kill it all, I guess, so that's good. And then where did the Mutas go? Did he kill all the Mutas? I wasn't paying that much attention. I thought he may have sent them across the map, but no, he killed all the Mutas. Well, no, here we go. They're still there. Yes, more Mutas popping out. He needs some more yeah, here's some Hydras. Hydra speed's about to finish up. Lings are good, like the Lings. Lings are going to be important, especially against the Hydralisk. Why is he wasting his time with the Gas Geyser? This map is tough to walk across. Good point. You're right. I didn't think about that. The Mutas would see that. Oh, yeah, that was good. Not by goodbye. I think that was a good play by Ass Micro, because the so many workers died there. 13 workers. Because the Baneleys all hit the Roaches, which is perfect. The Nidus is sadly gone, but Roaches, Hydras, and Cranes are still on the way, as well as +1/+1. And both players are relatively even in workers. Ass Micro is a little bit behind, but he is only on 2 bases, where his opponent is mostly just oversaturated in his 2 bases, so Goodbye doesn't really have that much of an income advantage. He is going to kill this third here, gets cancelled, which will be some good money to put into some units here. I would love to see some more Hydras, some Roach Hydra here, which is going to be very good. Lings are nice. They're not going to be able to really deal with the Roaches that well, though, especially once +1/+1 finishes up, and now the Hydras have their upgrades as well. So this is going to be a pretty decent fighting force from Mr. Ass Micro here, who is now going to move across the map, and actually it looks like he's going to kill some Overlords. These Mutas are potentially going to do a lot of damage in the main here if the Queens don't get repositioned. The Hydras are doing what they can. The Queen should probably be... Okay, he's pulling back all of the Hydras. He's splitting his army, which I like. He's just sending the Roaches across the map, which is smart, because, like, the Roaches are just going to slow down moving the Hydras up. And you know, like the roaches are going to be actually the good heavy fighting force. There's a lot of Baneleys here, and they might do a lot of damage to these roaches, but it's not really a great trade. The roaches are mostly just going to eat shit. Popping out another Nidus for some quick reinforcements, which I think is very smart. Some Baneleys going to hit here, deal a lot of damage to the roaches, really soften them up. Kill a few of them. Like, I mean, it's a Baneley, so it's still going to do a lot of damage, but not now that they're not hitting the Hydras, which are the real money target. Banelings do a lot of damage to light units, but they do not do a lot of damage to armored units comparatively, so not a great trade. That's a lot of money just kind of flushed down the toilet, and the actual anti-air unit that's a threat to your main fighting force is perfectly intact. And, oh god, so many drones are just going down. We are, I think, going to get a full set here. Ovi's going down, and we get the GG, and it looks like we're going to see Ass Micro advancing further into this set with the final game. Alright, so we banned Blackburn and Curious. We did Blackburn, Curious, Pride, Hardwire, Glittering, Berlingrad, 2000? It's 2000, right? Yeah, okay. Because I was like, okay, we banned everything. Everything else is either banned or... Alright. It's nice to get a full set. I think it's very dramatic, very exciting. My wrist is starting to hurt though from this. All right. In the bottom left, with 2 points to his name, is Mr. Goodbye as the blue Zerg, and in the, or excuse me, bottom left, not bottom right. In the top right is Ass Micro as the red Zerg, with 2 points to his name. It looks like Goodbye is going for yet another cheese. He is going for gas first. And then he's going to go for his, it looks like a 13-12, so gas, then pool, and then he is going to, I'm sure, rally 3 of these drones to the gas. Yep, there we go. And then he is going to eventually get his natural once he gets 200 minerals, and then he's going to continue to prepare. Again, this map is pretty normal size, so I think the cheese will be more effective than last game, but let's see. If Ass Micro is good about getting his OV there, he's going to see it coming before the Lings can hit. Because he sent that Overlord, I think, immediately, which is good. He is sending it to the pillar again, I think. Or maybe not. I don't see where he's sending it. I think he's sending it here. Yeah, he's sending it here, which... probably should put it like over here somewhere, but it's fine. The point is that he'll see that his opponent's natural is not done and he'll know he's getting cheesed. That's the important thing in CVD. That's why you want to send your Overlord here, is because you can see is like, does their base look like mine? If the answer is no, you are probably getting cheesed because they probably made their hatch later than they would their other buildings. But Lings are coming out, and this, unfortunately for Ass Micro, is going to give Mr. Goodbye plenty of time to respond, especially as now he's going to start getting vision and realize that there is absolutely no creep from his opponent yet. And yeah, he's going to check right now. And surprise, surprise, the hatch is just now finishing, which means it's a cheese. The Baneling nest goes down and 8lings are coming out. And we will see if this is enough to hold on the goodbye assault of 12lings. But we also have another 8 on the way, so he will also have 12lings. And while he will not have Ling speed, he will soon have a Bane nest, and hopefully he can morph some Banes, because Slowlings versus Fastlings is almost always a losing gamble, because the micro potential and positioning. And we'll see. Also, he can reinforce faster, because he's closer, so it's potentially going to be interesting. He's going straight in there, straight for the mineral line, getting on that queen. Those are getting munched. The drones are munching on these lings. Pull the drones back. They don't need to keep fighting. Morph some Bane. Oh, there we go. There's the Banes. So he does hold. He did lose 3 lings, which sucks, but he's okay. There are more lings on the way. I don't know if that's the right call. He's making 14 more lings. Why? Eats a Baneling. Not the best and most efficient Baneling detonation, but he did get him. Link Speed's gonna finish up for Asmicro soon, and Asmicro has way more workers and his hatch finished sooner, so he is gonna be in a much better position. And he's got he could stand to make another queen. I'd like to see into the queen. He's going across the map, which is a mistake right now. Your opponent is about to attack your main. He is going in. You need to turn around, sir. Go in. He went for the queen. And now he's going for the drones. Baneley's getting killed in their cocoons. And a lot of workers are getting, unfortunately, munched real hard there. He's going to need a drone up really fast to compensate for this. It looks like Asmicro is ultimately going to win the trade, but that was absolutely worth it. 16 drones brutally murdered. I think sending his entire army across the map was an awful decision. I think he should have stayed home and macroed up. He's doing it again. I don't get it. Why? Your opponent, you just did it. Keep at least some of your army at home. They're just gonna kill the remaining drones, and then the game's gonna be over because he's not gonna be able to make anything. And now the game's over. He can't make any drones. It's over. You can't kill that. You can't kill this. You cannot kill this with your current army. You can maybe morph a couple Baneleys, and it's over. He completely threw that. He got way too aggressive. Well, that's the set, y'all. Congratulations to Mr. Goodbye, and we will say goodbye to all. GG's, y'all. Let me quit out of this game and find us someone to raid. Again, I will be streaming some ladder tomorrow, most likely, around noon Central Time. Next week, there will be another tournament, I'm sure. Let us see who is playing the StarCraft tonight. It looks like Mr. Dave Testa is playing some StarCraft. Let's go raid him. And I can turn off the thing that makes me hear my own voice, so I can just focus on other stuff. Raid Testa. Alright, y'all, thank you again for coming. Appreciate it. If you are not in the tournament Discord, make sure you join that. Appreciate everybody for coming. You can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on Twitch, you can follow me here if you're not already. Thank you and have a good night. See you next week for the next tournament. Bye-bye.